City. It's time for a great afternoon of sports entertainment talk. Get ready for in-depth discussions on everything from the court to the field, mixed with the business and culture that orbit the sports world. Whether it's the latest blockbuster trade or the societal impact of sports, Two Men On with your hosts, Van Nunley and Fred Slow, with producer Isaiah Johnson on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
It's Monday, Albuquerque! You know what that means? Well, you know what that means after I come off a 4-day weekend. It's time to talk sports for the first time in 4 days. I am Fred Slow, and Van's not here. Van Nunley extending the weekend. Joining us is Jake Cassio. Jacob, welcome.
I didn't have a 4-day weekend, but I had a 2-day weekend, and I enjoyed it thoroughly with all the sports we had.
There was a ton going on in the world of it. We will talk about it. Isaiah Johnson producing the program. Isaiah?
How are you fellas doing? Jake, I never referred to you as, I never thought of you as like a Jacob before. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not a Jacob. I'm just Jake.
Yeah,
really?
There's a big difference between
Everyone
Jacobs
knows
and
that.
Jakes. Yeah. Never been a Jacob.
Yeah, jabroni. You've been a jabroni.
Yeah, I've been a jabroni my whole life.
That's a fact.
Never been a Jacob.
We could start anywhere from this past weekend, but we won't. We'll start with the thing that's most relevant, and that's that your New Mexico Lobos basketball team has a brand new head coach. Eric Olin, welcome to the team. Let's go.
Everyone's a Lobo. Woof, woof, woof.
Coach Olin will be joining us tomorrow on the program, not joining us today, currently on an airplane.
Yeah, he gets in at, I think he's flying with Van, actually.
Van Nunley. You think that Lovo took Van Nunley out to get him from beautiful and sunny San Diego, and you expect Van
I think
to get
they
back on
land
the
around
plane?
the same time at least. You know, he gets in around like 5 or 6 today. Coach does at least.
He is landing in the final hour. That is correct.
Yeah.
And we couldn't for sure the time. So we're going with tomorrow. And we're live from Isotopes Park tomorrow because it's opening day. Let's go.
Let's go.
So if all goes well, we'll just have him walk across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, just walk across the street, brother.
That would be the greatest introduction to Albuquerque, going to a Tilts
I
game.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Letting me buy you a beer, get you a hot dog.
Uh-huh.
Well,
maybe he's health conscious, so you could get the other options that they have there.
a hot dog, no bun.
Yeah.
that's the answer.
That's all they got.
I went to that food press conference, whatever, a week ago, 2 weeks. It was a lot of carbs and shugs in that room.
So you're gonna be staying away?
No.
Yeah. That's
No, they have wings.
Okay. Well, I'll make Fridays my cheat day. You know, go down to the park.
Oh, you're changing today to Fridays now?
No.
Now that we're live from the park?
Yeah. That would be cool. I am off this Friday though, so that potentially I could join you.
Eric Olin has become the 23rd head coach of this Lobo men's basketball team. He comes over from UC San Diego. Where?
San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's confusing, but it is in the name.
The UC is University of California. In California, they have the university system and the state system. Those are different. Don't know what you know, but you can go to a state college for $10 a credit hour up until you get your associate's degree. And then from there, you can finish at any state school because they're all sister colleges.
Mhm.
And the University of California is different. You apply to the system, and then you get to pick from different ones. So there you go.
And do you get to pay $10 still? Or?
Not at the university system,
So
but
private,
at the state
more private.
system.
Yeah. Okay.
They do it. We do it the best here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here in New Mexico is the best. Opportunity, the best.
Every time I tell the story of how I was able to attend college to people not from New Mexico, they're blown away. The lottery system is 10 for 10.
It's the best.
Yeah. Thank you, New Mexico leadership, for letting me have that.
Say their name.
LeBron James.
Okay, that's not what it was. All-time winningest coach in UC San Diego history, 240 and 119. Pretty good.
Not bad. Pretty good.
21 years at the school, including the past 12 as the head coach. Now, I want to make sure I got this right. It's not Titans, right? It's Tritons?
Tritons.
Okay.
Like the tool Aquaman has.
I had to think that one through.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, I never was the Aquaman guy. but-
No, who was?
Jason Momoa is a tall, dark glass
Yeah, but he's
of water.
that's a
man.
bottom tier superhero.
Yeah, I mean,
Isaiah don't swim. He don't care about fish. Isaiah, when's the last time you went swimming?
Last year.
See, it's been a whole year.
I don't think I've swam in.
We're in the desert. I don't
Yeah,
think any of
in a
us
while-
have.
in a while.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I hate the drying off process. That's really my whole thing. You get in the water, that's cool. I'm fine when I'm in the water, but I hate the getting out and then drying off and then being cold and that little 3 to 4 putting your socks back on. That's by far the worst part.
You put your socks on immediately.
No,
after
not
getting-
immediately, but even then, the texture is just still weird. I don't even like.
Are you talking because you have wrinkly toes? Like, what do you mean?
You see, now putting on my socks after the shower, I have to do that. But if I can avoid putting on my socks after I've been wet, I'm gonna go ahead and take that off.
Are we talking about beach swimming or are we talking about pool swimming?
Either or.
They're different.
Well, yeah, way different. One, I'm personally not a pool guy. I just don't like the chemicals and all that. I like the natural water. So
Of what? Fish pee?
yeah, no problem with that. And the microplastics actually makes you stronger.
The what?
Yeah,
Wow.
Stronger at what?
minded. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
The Tritons were D2 whenever Olin started there. They transitioned to D1.
Wasn't this the first year that they were tournament
Second?
eligible?
Second? I think it's second. Might be first, but I think it's the second. Also, it's 2025, so I'm still going to say transitioned. I don't know what other word to use.
Made
Graduated?
the jump.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Had some good quotes. Real good interview this morning on the opening drive.
Now,
Find that on the podcast. Yeah.
did he promise to win championships like a certain other coach did?
Who's the other coach?
Richard Pitino.
He won some championships.
Jake, are you not I haven't heard one really bad thing about Pitino.
No, I haven't either, actually.
I ran into him Friday. Ran into him at the deli. It was fine.
He's just chilling.
Well, I was leaving. I had like a Rotary meeting. I was leaving, and he came in.
What do you order?
Chili 5-way, Cincinnati chili 5-way.
Cincinnati chili.
Yeah, that's what he got. It was, yeah, chili Skyline. He got Skyline chili.
I didn't even know we had that out here.
Yeah, no, they got it. He
Special
actually
order?
brought it in. Yeah, he had a can of it.
Okay, and he just said, "Hey, can you prepare this?"
Yeah, we did. We only passed each other by. We did not speak.
Okay,
Oh.
but you could smell that
means
can of chili.
That means he's a friend of the show.
I mean, he's done the show multiple times. Definitely. If you're in the world of sports here and you're like, I don't know who Fred Slow is, like, you're kind of lying. You're kind of lying. Also, to be fair,
To be fair.
thank you. I didn't stop to talk to him. I was on to the next one. Like, I used to be on the dating app. Like, I get it.
Swiped right in person. You swiped left.
On Hinge or Bumble?
All.
I think they're all left.
They don't mess
Yeah.
up the muscle memory.
Exactly.
See, I'm not a swiper. I prefer to hit the heart button.
Mm.
All right, so you are correct. It was their first year of eligibility.
Yeah. Okay. And they made the tourney.
30-5 was their record.
I think time will tell. We got to see what the transfer portal's like for
Well, I
us.
bet it's a bunch of UC San Diego guys.
I hope so.
They were second in the nation in scoring margin, plus 17.5. Pretty good.
So we're gonna still play fast-paced basketball.
Hey, do me a favor. Pull up what teams are in the Big West Conference, because I don't know. 18-2 in the conference, regular season title, Big West tournament. And then they got to the next level because of that. Big West Coach of the Year, NABC Pacific District Coach of the Year. I don't know what that is. What's the NABC?
All right, Big West,
All right, I'm ready.
UC San Diego,
Beatable. Wait, they're the good one.
UC Irvine. I was coming to the Mountain West, right?
National Association of Basketball Coaches.
Oh, that's a good one. UC Irvine's good at baseball. Keep going.
CSUN. I don't know. Couldn't tell you what that stands for, but I like their logo. It is
CSUN.
Cal State Northridge Matadors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who else? These are all D1 schools.
It's crazy.
For basketball.
All right. I'm learning about
Oh,
them.
come on. It's got to reload. Hold on.
That's all right. Take your time.
I'm nervous.
About. You could have had anything prepared. You knew Van wasn't here. Also, Isaiah, I tried to call Jake last night to tell him that Van wouldn't be here today. And he ignored my call because I went into first place in his bracket pool. And he thought
I didn't get to the phone right away, seeing that you called me, but I saw your text immediately after bragging about being in first place. And I just assumed you called me just to brag.
Now, why did you say bragging? You could have just said stating facts.
You were.
I win your pool every year. I'm not even good at bracket pools. I'm just good at beating your idiot friends.
Time will tell. There's a lot of tournament.
There's not a lot of tournament left. And the people who can catch me, guess what? We have the same thing.
Except for Auburn. There's someone in sixth place. That's
Auburn. Not enough points.
No, they're the highest forecasted percentage chance to win.
They're not going to win it.
Anyways, Cal Poly, California State University,
okay.
Cal State Fullerton, Long Beach State, UC Davis, UC Riverside, UC Santa Barbara, and University of Hawaii at Manoa.
Brandon.
Is Coach Olin used to a flight over 90 minutes? Like, this whole conference it's driving to this is bus talk.
This conference is causing global warming.
What?
Yeah, because imagine all the flights that they're taking.
They're not out there. There's like all these schools touch each other.
Not that this was a question I was asked.
Okay.
But as far as Olin, initially I'm thinking, okay, it's like, okay, not one of those super big splashing names.
What?
And I think the benefit to him, why I really like the hire, is because he had been at that school for, I heard, like, what, 20 something years?
21.
So I think what Lovo was wanting to do here is he wants a guy that knows what it's like to be loyal, because he knows the fan base, although they want to win, everyone's sick of the coach just leaving. So I think you get a guy that's been loyal to that's one school for 20 plus years. That's not something that happens accidentally. So
yeah,
I don't think him staying would be.
Well, he wasn't that loyal because he left.
Well, after 20 years,
you have to get a better job.
Hold on, guys. You don't leave unless you're tempted. Was no one tempting him? That's the real question.
Yeah, true.
I guess he went to that. He graduated from that college. So I think he definitely.
Has he ever been to the desert? Oh, we're gonna ask him tomorrow.
I think he graduated from that college. I would imagine you take a school from D2 to D1, and then in the tournament, he had to have heard something last year. Like, some school had to have wanted him last year.
Well, they hadn't done D1 yet last year. So if another school wanted him, it would have been D1 without the opportunity to hire a previously D1 experienced coach.
Like, not even mid-major, like low major.
Yeah, D2.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He made his own promotion. He's self-made. He went from D2 to D1. Didn't even have to interview. That's a bad dude. That's a bad. Are these phone lines ringing? I'm sorry. Am I missing it?
Yep, that's Brandon on there.
All right, friend of the show, Brandon. All right, welcome.
Hey, Ortega, how's it going?
Oh, great. Friend of the show, Brandon Ortega, who is about to break some news. Brandon, welcome to the program.
I was just cringing hearing you guys try to figure out the Big West. Like, that's literally the conference I grew up down the street from. So
okay.
How can I help, guys?
All right. Well, you can shine some insight. First of all, do people in California go to these schools?
They're all commuter schools, first of all. They're all commuter schools. So not really, unless your team, like UCSD this year, was just absolutely dominating like they did this year.
Now, hold on.
No one's really going to show up to those games. Like
Brandon,
the highest their attendance got was 2,000.
You're using industry talk. UCSD is University of California, San Diego, everyone, just so everyone knows. That's a new one to a lot of people.
Sure. Well, you've been saying that over and over the last 10 minutes, so I figured I didn't have to.
I still think it's like SDSU.
Which one's that?
There's USD, University of San Diego, where
also,
Steve Lavin, the former UCLA coach,
a grade
is
of
at.
beef.
You got San Diego State, and then you got UC San Diego, University of California, San Diego. It's very confusing.
And don't forget about SDCC.
San Diego.
Now, which one did you go to, Brandon?
You can go to. went to school in LA.
All right, now hold up. None of these schools are in LA. The only place I actually know in California.
Correct.
Oh, see, this is going to slow me down.
See,
Bakersfield.
That's 3 Division I San Diego schools. And then you've got Division II, you've got Division III. San Diego's got a bunch of schools.
So why is UC San Diego graduated to D1 from last year? I was saying transitioning, but it made Jake uncomfortable.
Yeah, jump to.
It's a great question because they were in Division II forever, and they did pretty good in Division II. I think it all comes down to money. They must have had a booster or two that was like, hey, guys, let's go D1. Let's go for it. We've been D2 forever, and we're good in D2. Let's go D1. And
now,
luckily, they had a good men's basketball coach who's been there forever, and they moved on up.
Do these boosters also have kids or grandkids that can shoot above 40% from the 3 and convert 80+% of free throws?
We'll find out if any of them are coming to Albuquerque.
Who are the guys? Has any name ever come out of the Big West that hooped?
Oh, boy. Big West. Well, you have Cal State Fullerton. They've got a couple of NBA.
They're really good at baseball.
That's baseball.
You've got Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen, the
that's a
NBA
good one.
champion with the Spurs.
That's a good one. Multiple-time NBA champion.
You've got Long Beach State. You've got UC Irvine. A couple of G Leaguers out of there.
That's good enough for me.
Years. No, the Big West. Look, the Big West is, like I said, a bunch of smaller commuter schools. Some of them, like UC San Diego, where Coach Olin's coming from, are highly academic. And, yeah, I think that's what makes his rise with them in D1 even more impressive is that not only is it a small school, but it's a school that you can't just bring anybody in. They got to have really, really good grades. So, yeah, I mean, he had all kinds of hurdles to not have a great first year in D1. And somehow they not only made the tournament, they almost beat Michigan. Yeah, it's impressive. Everything on paper is impressive. He's a young guy still. We'll see how he does.
The final year in D2, they were number 4 in the nation.
They've had some names come out of the Big West, like Gabe Vincent and James Ennis III, and those are the most notable I see.
Brandon, you have been around.
Years. In basketball, not a strong basketball conference. Now, baseball, the list is long.
Oh, baseball all day.
Every school in the Big West has dozens of MLB, either current players or the alumni for baseball is way deeper in the MLB. But anything else, not so much.
Now, which one of these schools recruited you to hoop?
Ooh, that'd be none of them.
Oh.
When they were D2?
I didn't play high school basketball.
So Olin's first year as an assistant coach, he wasn't interested in you graduating from.
I was at Cal State LA studying broadcasting, and here we are today.
Guesting on the program.
Yes.
Are you going to do any breaking news with us, or when can we take this public?
I just got out of school right now. No, I just got out of school.
Okay, but I mean,
out of the day job and getting ready for job number 2 soon.
Now, when can we make that big announcement?
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe in the next week. Maybe in the next week or so.
Now, I have a little inside baseball on what Brandon Ortega is doing in the world of sports in this community.
Oh.
And you are saying, Brandon, that we are not at liberty to talk about
your successes. Absolutely not. No.
I'm sitting on the edge of my seat.
I mean, I'm not.
What is the saying? I's are being dotted and T's are being crossed. Yeah, we're done. We're done, but we got to finish all that stuff. But I'm very excited. Can't wait to talk about it when we can talk about it.
Will you make the announcement on this show?
Probably.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably.
All right.
Why not?
Isaiah, do me a favor. Start a countdown to Ortega's announcement. We're doing the Ortega countdown, where former star of TV and radio, Brandon Ortega, current host of the After Lobo show on KKOB, former KOB sports broadcaster, and current something that we're going to break news about on this program. Brandon Ortega back in the game, boys. Let's go.
Let's book it.
Like you were never gone.
School, so I'll let you guys go. Keep up the good work, boys.
See you later, bro.
Bye.
I like him so much.
Me too. I had the privilege of serving him some beers the other night. It was a good time.
Dry snitching.
What, for having some beers? He was playing trivia.
Didn't invite me. What's the deal?
He has other friends.
Did they win?
The 5th place.
Okay, interesting, because I've never lost a trivia.
Or bracket, apparently.
I'm so good at. You didn't know how good I was at brackets.
No, I didn't. It really shocked. Well, last year.
I won last year.
Last year was. I'm going to put an asterisk next to that.
Why?
Because you copied.
Copied what?
a bracket from some source online.
Oh, interesting. Where did you get your opinion on your bracket?
Where did I get my opinion?
Yeah.
Not TikTok.
Have they been bad at brackets?
The TikTok community? Yeah, they're really bad.
I would imagine they have been.
No, I'm just not a chalk guy, and so I believe in upsets, even if I know nothing about the.
So you
university.
believe in not winning?
Well, it could have gone any way.
No, it could not have. It went the exact way it went, and I predicted it.
Well, you know what? This is the second time since 2008 that all one seeds have made it to the final.
Second time ever.
Yeah. How was I supposed to know that?
There will never be an upset again. This has been the most boring tournament in the history of the tournament.
But the tournament has really just started, if you think about it. Like, we could have just fast-forwarded to this point.
We are continuing down the Olin talk whenever we get back. Also, NCAA basketball talk. Also, New York Yankees talk. Also, I went to bull riding yesterday. That stuff was wild.
PBR
talk. There is so much going on, including I was a multiple-time Prize Picks winner over the weekend. I am dialed in, boys.
Locked in, Fred.
I don't even mean like, hey, I won some. I mean, like, I won more than you have ever won on Prize Picks.
I don't know. I had a pretty decent weekend. Pretty decent.
I don't believe you. It's 2 Men On, live from the studio. 3 hours today. Now we're back in the summer routine, y'all. Isotopes are playing, so it's a lot of 6 o'clock shows. We'll smarten you up on the schedule moving forward, too. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Welcome back to 2 Men On. where during the commercial break, I lost a contact.
That eye is red.
Yeah, I told you, dude.
It's like you're celebrating 420 early, even though you don't participate.
Now, what is that?
It's
the drug day.
It's Easter.
I'm in Vegas for 420 this year. I got to do so with WrestleMania.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, they got me. It's like a wild weekend. They're doing the Hall of Fame thing at the Fontainebleau, and then they're doing like a comedy roast thing of WWE that I have to go to.
That's fun.
And then it's WrestleMania night 1 and 2, and then Monday Night Raw. I'm gone like a whole week of just pro wrestling stuff. It's like
That's
weird.
Huge. Well, they have the world's biggest dispensary in Las Vegas. If you feel like
Partaking.
Yeah, if curiosity.
I've never had marijuana.
I heard pot puts holes in your brain, so that's why you're the smartest person I know.
I'm not the smartest person you know. Only at tournament brackets.
That's the only metric of genius I have.
Got it.
You think I care about scientists? I barely believe in science.
God, dude, you upset me so bad.
I know.
Eric Olin is the new head men's basketball coach of your UNM Lobos. He's not from California.
Oh, where's he from?
Mobile, Alabama.
Okay, there we go. This is a good thing. We need a little Southern influence here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the SEC is so dominant at basketball.
He played at Spring Hill College.
I have no idea.
Same. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure.
Is that where like the Simpsons live?
That's Springfield, not Spring. Also, if this is Springfield College and not Spring Hill College, that's because I'm trying to read without a contact in.
Do you need me to double verify these sources? Are you just spewing out fake news because you can't read?
News. 3 straight appearances in the NAIA national tournament. I mean, he seems like that guy.
He's figured it out, at least over at UCSD. Time will tell.
Ask me how many losing seasons he's ever had. Ask me right now.
How many losing seasons has he had?
4
out of 20.
Like a ton. Yeah, seems like a dude.
Okay, I like that.
So,
what kind of offensive philosophy do you think he's going to bring?
They take it away a lot, and they score in transition a lot.
Okay.
So any team, this is cliche, any team with a high points differential is the team that creates turnovers. So I believe they're like a top 5 squad in turnovers.
Okay. So it's kind of going to be a little reminiscent of what we've been doing here at UNM.
It's going to be that. That is correct.
Yeah.
They were better than UNM at turnovers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And we were definitely top 10.
Because I just lost a contact, I just did 150 zoom on my web browser.
You'll be there soon enough, man.
It's a good way to improvise.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out.
That's why I buy the big iPhones, because I can't read on the small ones.
Yeah.
And I have to have the text a little larger.
I have the largest hands of anyone you've ever met. And if
you are a big guy.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. If I try to use like a child size iPhone, like I cannot text.
Here's what really sucks. I got the Pro Max thinking that I'd be able to type freely, and it's not. It's different than, remember back you have like the pluses.
Yeah,
that Pro Max, it just gets taller. It's not necessarily wider, so I still have fat fingers when I'm trying to type. Whereas like back in the day when you'd get like the 12 plus or 12s plus, it'd be like overall a way bigger phone. I was hoping for that again, but I guess iPhone's keeping it narrow.
Well, being fat is not the current trend in the world, so
maybe that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Less fat.
All right, the world's fatter than it's ever been, so I don't know why you're saying that.
America, probably.
Hi. 380 million Americans, more than half. More than half.
Wow. That's a fact, huh? Like statistically overweight or
that's a
like
fact.
Obese. Okay. I guess there is a difference.
I don't know the difference. Like, are we saying medical?
Yeah.
Because all 3 of us are medically obese.
Yeah. This is true.
And Jake goes on 3-day binges of not eating, fasting.
I'm not yet. I'm attempting that this weekend.
I did that on accident last week. In like 2 days. I was like, have I eaten?
Were you just broke? Was it like right before payday?
Well, no. So we were off on Friday. So Friday night, I went into my job at the bar, and they feed me when they get a free appetizer when I work there. So I had bar food.
Can I be your agent moving forward? Because that's a terrible deal.
Yeah, an appetizer.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand.
Do they have mozzarella sticks?
The appetizers there is a huge portion. I still don't finish. So like it's like nachos. I get 12 chicken wings every time. But anyways, dozen wings, either here nor there.
Okay.
I ate bar food 3 days straight, and then all of a sudden Monday and Tuesday I didn't eat.
There.
You know, yeah, right.
Been there.
And I just didn't eat. I just felt full for 2 days straight.
Well, so I'm doing a 16-week program.
Why?
Of doing a 36-hour fast on the weekend.
On the weekend, crazy, man.
So Saturday night till Monday morning. So I just did one. And this last time was 39 hours.
Now, what did you eat this morning?
I had 5 eggs and some fruit.
Don't count that.
He's all bone broth. That's what these guys do. They fast and then they just crack their fast with bone broth.
That's like if you do like a long one. Like, so when I'm doing a 72-hour long fast this upcoming weekend, Thursday 7 p.m. till Sunday 7 p.m.
Water allowed?
Yeah. I'm not.
You have to have water.
Water. Yeah.
Some of these are crazy.
You can still have like vitamins and water and all that. You know, you can take creatine. You know, you can have, and like some fasts you can call for like having bone broth in it, but I'm not doing that. I'm just water fasting.
The only ones I know that don't allow you to water, it's all religious stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking, is Ramadan like that? No, you can drink water in Ramadan. Huh?
No,
there's lots.
No water. No,
okay.
It's a dry fast.
You guys are idiots. There's lots of water in ramen.
Hamdi, mashallah.
When we get back from the break, we actually talk about the new head coach of the New Mexico Lobos. It's 2 Men On, live from the studio, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
It's time to rock, and yo, the party don't stop. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock, and yo, we take it to the top. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. We go hard in the block. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. Yeah. Yo, the party.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On.
We hit the door again. Got a bottle of gin and a couple of friends.
We are talking the world of sports from this past weekend. Talking about the new Lobo head basketball coach. Pretty excited about this. I'm excited to be excited about UNM Lobos basketball. I'm excited to be excited about the university as a whole. I think I've not super held back about this opinion publicly.
No.
No.
You're very open about it.
Did not love the direction the last year, 18 months.
So is this giving you another resurgence in confidence?
It is.
Okay.
A lot of ways.
I like that.
Yeah. And we can go down this path too, but it was maybe the worst kept secret in sports that Eddie Nunez was trying to leave. It was maybe, I don't want to use the word desperation because that's not accurate, because I do feel there were candidates that tried to, including Eck, who is now here, coach this football team for UNM. And I felt that Bronco Mendenhall, number one, was a bad person. I felt that he was a bad football coach.
Bad vibes.
Yeah.
Bad vibes.
He came here. I don't know what the public verbiage is on this, and it's not necessarily my place to say, but I think a lot of people were very aware of his circumstance on coming over here and why he was here. And it, not for a second did I believe he was interested in being here. And then Coach Pitino, whenever all the conference announcements, realignments, solidifying the Mountain West as a perennial mid-major, like the Big Five are the Big Five, and the Mountain West does put multiple teams in the tournament. Like,
yeah, and
I mean,
Pitino, it at least made improvements throughout the program.
Oh my God, yeah.
During his years,
yeah, 100%.
And I feel like UNM's back on the map after that.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna go in a good direction with Coach Eric.
I don't know about but the no hyperbole here. No hyperbole. The basketball program at UNM is the best mid-major program, period. It ends there. Now, I would tell you this, like the bottom team and a Power Five, that's a better get.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as mid-majors go,
this is
the
top.
one.
Yeah.
This is the best mid-major conference.
Thank God we have the pit.
Helps a ton, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it? So Stokes and Lovo, they go and they get a new head coach. Seems like a guy.
Used to be the recruiting coordinator when he was an assistant coach.
Good
over
get.
there. So that's even bigger now, because that's all that matters is recruiting and transfer portal and NIL.
Well, I'm going to tell you what matters to me is guys who come from big cities.
Yeah.
Because then you have like a feeder. Like, and really good basketball players have come out of San Diego.
Oh, yeah. California just in general.
Yeah.
Especially, South California.
Your guy, Luke Walton, he's from San Diego. Cliff Livingston, who coaches out there in Rio Rancho, or Bernalillo, excuse me. Like, there's all kinds of really good players that have come out of San Diego.
Kawhi.
Access to them now exists, which is awesome.
So, yeah, that's exactly what UNM needed. It seemed like we always kind of struggled when it came to recruiting out of California, Texas, Arizona, but I think our chances are moving up, and especially getting a little place secured in Southern California does not hurt us at all. And I think a lot more cherry and silver will be seen in San Diego.
Update for those watching on the live stream. I did get that broken contact out of my eye.
Yeah, you no longer look like you have pink eye.
Does it look better?
It looks way better.
Hey, the human body, brother.
Well, I mean, it's not like fixed, but
no, but it's fixing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not cherry red anymore.
No.
It's
Because
because
those eyes are turquoise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric Olm, the new head coach of your men's basketball team, talking about him at Link today. He's going to join the program tomorrow.
I'm pretty jealous. Pretty jealous.
Okay.
I'll be tuning in.
He's got a family. I like that.
It's always good to have a family-oriented man, especially in basketball, because that's your own little mini family outside of your family.
Mm-hmm. I think the fan base is right down the middle on it.
Yeah. It's kind of from the people I've talked to, seems 50-50 on, you know, optimistic and pessimistic.
Well, I'm going to say I think dumb fan has a problem with it.
Well, I think it's because it's not like, you know, an in-your-face name. You know, like when we got Richard Pitino, that was like very exciting for UNM, you know, because that's a Pitino related to Rick. That's his son, came from a Big Ten conference school.
Sure. Well, I mean, and let's use the phrase Power Five so that whoever's listening can put in whatever name they're talking about. But guys like Craig Smith and Tim Miles and Steve Alford, you know, like these guys, like they already did the thing.
Yeah.
Like they've already done it. Like you're not getting that again. Like you're not getting Craig Smith of Utah again. Like
Well,
that version of him's already gone. Yeah.
Is doing the same thing over again and expecting different results.
No matter what, it was going to be like a Bucky McMillan, or it was going to be like an Eric Olin, or it was going to be a Russell Turner.
I heard former assistant coach of the Lobos, Isaac Chu's name was also in the mix.
Yeah, that's what you would do.
Yeah.
And
that's honestly, that's what I thought was going to happen.
If you're the university and you talk to him, because he's the top recruiting deal, you say, hey, can't be the head coach yet, but keep doing this recruiting thing. Because if we're successful through your recruiting, this new head coach, succession plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Always got to have a backup plan.
Always have to.
But I think Isaac Chu might follow him to Xavier.
Well, I believe the whole staff left.
Yeah, the whole staff.
I don't think there's a staff member or player currently.
No, there's not everybody under the transfer portal.
This isn't Indiana.
No, and yeah, that could be. That's like the worst situation to be in.
They got a lot of cap space.
They do, but they have no success, and the Big Ten is just way more dominant than it's ever been. So good luck, Indiana. Indiana should come join the Mountain West.
Well, there's no mountains in Indiana.
There's hills.
Yeah, there are hills. That is correct.
They count.
It's not called the Hill West.
There's no. Do you need a? Well, nowadays you don't even need to. It doesn't matter where you are. You can be in any conference.
The only one that's really like that's the Big Ten, and Big Ten stands for
ACC?
cities.
The ACC is like that. They got Stanford and Cal.
Yeah, it's big cities though. Fan bases, TV market. That's what it's about. Get that TV market. Get that money. Got to put the right money behind this thing. Also, got to figure out your messaging, UNM. Basketball program. If it's Stokes or if it's Lovo or if it's, I guess, you can put your new head coach out there, although he's got other stuff to do right now. Like when I turn on the TV, there's 3 different heads talking all the time about what's going on over there. Can we just get a solidified message?
Yeah, one voice of unity.
That'd be sweet.
Well, we're in New Mexico.
What does that mean?
Everybody wants to talk.
About what?
And whatever they're talking about, man. whatever niche industry you're in, everyone has an opinion out here.
I mean, I think as a fan, you can have an opinion. The part that gets weird to me is when you try to sway others' opinion. That's when you become a bully. And if you're doing it through like ignorance, you're like a super bully. Like I really don't like that.
Nah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you just got to sell your pitch better.
What is the pitch? Hey, we should have got a guy who was successful 20 years ago and now he's in his 70s. No, that is not what you should have done. You should have done this exact thing. Get a young blood. I think this cat's 44. I think Olin's 44. Get a young blood who can come in, lead young men, hopefully has the cred.
44.
Is that correct?
Yeah. And he has a buzz cut, so I feel like I could trust him.
I can trust him.
Yeah, he has a really trusting face.
And all of those distractions that surround the program, like fist fights on airplanes and big donors piggybacking off everything, block those things out. Put a focus on.
Put the blinders on.
That's what I'm saying. Play good basketball, win games. Easily, it can be done here. Easily.
We just need a little more money, man. That's it. That's all it comes down to. is
It'll
the
come.
NIL.
Win
Well,
games.
I'm hoping some San Diego vibes, weather, and money come our way.
I don't know what San Diego vibes are.
Have you ever been to San Diego?
Yes.
It's like the chillest place on earth.
No.
Yeah.
No big cities are the chillest place on earth.
What's your definition? Of
I was
chill?
in
Like
Dothan,
rural
Alabama the other day. They didn't care about anything.
That doesn't. But would you want to like chill there? Would you want to like kick it there all the time? Like, is that number one destination for vacation for you?
Are you talking about kicking it chill vibes or are you talking about chill vibes?
Both.
No, those are
Chill
different.
is chill, man.
It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On. We're in studio talking about the weekend. New head coach for your New Mexico Lobos men's basketball team, Eric Olin. He joined the opening drive this morning. You can find that on sportsanimалabq.com. Grab the podcast. He will join us tomorrow. We're navigating it right now. Excited to have him.
Big news.
Maybe more times than Coach Pitino came on the show.
Yeah, I was
this
going to
year.
say he's off to a good start.
Way better.
You know, that's what you got to do when you're freshly into town. You got to, you know, shake hands, kiss babies with the right people. And Fred, you're one of them.
Well, this is my fault. The basketball thing was my fault.
What
'Cause
happened?
I refused Mendenhall stuff. It was on me. I screwed up.
Hey.
Yeah, I screwed up.
It's okay. You're man enough to say it. But I think you made the right call.
Say Olin, he's doing a good job as far as just like, you know, good juju here, because by coming on Two Men On, you prevent Fred from roasting, and then therefore Fred becomes a basketball fan, and then maybe some of the good aura will then transfer over.
Well, that's a good point.
And
I
maybe-
am a basketball fan. Just good basketball.
Mhm.
That's my thing.
It's all about good hoops at the end of the
I
day.
agree.
But I don't mind watching bad basketball either.
I need to become a bigger fan of the Pit. I know everyone
It's
salivates
it's
over it.
Awesome, man.
I don't know.
It's top 10
At what?
the stadium.
It wasn't top 10 at PBR over the weekend.
It wasn't?
No.
Why? What happened?
The lines to get in,
Oh,
the
see,
state. You know what?
I don't
would
have.
like?
I've never had that problem at UNM basketball games.
So I'm going to shoot you real straight here too, because I had to GA it this weekend,
Uh-huh.
which you know how I feel about that.
yeah, not happy.
Not happy.
You're telling me my name doesn't get me in
Yeah,
here?
what? I have to have a ticket? I mean, I had a ticket, but that's
I-
not the point.
I was invited to attend on Sunday, but I said I have better things to do.
Then go to the thing that you claim is top 10. That's the point I'm trying to get to.
Well, no, it's top 10 for basketball,
Oh, okay.
not for anything else, whatever.
I would just like to be able to get a refund after they charge me for the thing that they don't have. Is that too much to ask?
Well, also, we broke the Donovan Dent news here on the show. We might as well go ahead and take credit for that one.
Yeah.
Hit that right on the head. With
He gone. I mean, I don't know.
With UCLA, yeah, we saw that one coming.
I'm going to give about 0 Donovan did updates all next year. I
Yeah.
gave 0 JT Toppin
Yeah, I was
updates.
going to say, I didn't hear anything.
though, the boy was playing
Playing what?
basketball.
Games with our hearts.
You gotta, I'm gonna root for him. Once a Lobo, always a Lobo. That's my philosophy.
Well, with the way the transfer portal is, every single player that makes it professionally can claim 4 different colleges.
Yeah, well, everyone's a Lobo. Woof, woof, woof.
Speaking of bad basketball, I want you guys to learn up on Isaiah Stewart. He's awful. He's terrible.
For the Pistons?
Yes.
Yeah, I know all about him.
No, he's actually getting under my skin now.
Well, wow, it didn't happen when it happened with LeBron.
Well, that was the first time. Now every other game, he's like, I don't know. Maybe this is what the Pistons were like in the 80s, 90s. I hear it, but I don't know. This has
They
to.
were called the Bad Boys.
He's way worse than Draymond ever was. Isaiah Stewart.
Like the late 80s. Late 80s Pistons.
Yeah, the Bad Boys.
They really just had Bill Laimbeer. And then everyone else trying to be like Billy.
Well, what
William.
about that? What, it was the 2004 Pistons for a little bit? They were a little bad.
They were not bad. It's 2 men on.
Rasheed
95
Wallace, dude.
He had a bad haircut. The sports animal.
610, the sports animal.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On right here on the Sports Animal. Van's not here. Van's not here today. Jake Cassio sitting in the sidecar. Jacob?
It feels good to sit over here. Van, I'll take care of your chair. But I kind of miss just talking at an angle to both of you guys.
We're not in studio a lot. I would refer to this chair that I'm sitting in as Jeff's chair. This is not my chair.
Okay.
This is Jeff's chair.
The captain's chair.
Yeah. Isaiah Johnson producing the program. Isaiah.
Sitting in my usual chair. I'm thinking about buying another one for the studio, though. Like, just get another chair in here. Comfy one.
Don't forget to write it off.
Noted. It'd make my life a lot easier. You know, I feel like chairs, you should easily be able to slide them around. This one, I feel like I'm about to fall out of this chair every time I try to scoot closer to the mic.
There are a lot of things you could change about this job, like performance wise. I don't think the chair is your biggest issue.
It is.
Okay.
Domino effect.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Look good, feel good, play good, you know?
Exactly.
What is that like a thing you took from a marketing campaign? The thing you just said?
No, from a professional athlete named Deion Sanders.
Just a guy.
You think that was all for marketing? No, that came straight from the heart, from the soul.
I don't believe you're correct. I believe it was
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. You believe your narrative, I'll believe mine.
my narrative got me to first place in every single pool bracket that I'm in for the NCAA tournament. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, big chalk guy. Congratulations. You have a chance at $840.
First of all, we don't say numbers on air, so because we
Okay.
don't do that on this program. We only do prize picks.
That's right.
I'm pulling up the bracket challenge here, just trying to see where you're at.
I'm at 38th place.
All right, so I want to make sure I get this right. So I am in. All right, so I'm in a bunch of leagues where I'm in first. What's the name of yours?
Degenerate Sleep in May.
All right, here we go. So, yep, just pulled it up. All right, so I have the most points by almost 100, which means I'm way out in front. And going down here, 222. All right, looking for Jake.
You're gonna have to go to that.
Hold on,
second
I have to go to
page.
page 2. Hold on, just 1 second, guys. I have to go to page 2 to find Jake's team.
I got 2 out of the 4 final 4 right though.
There's I don't know. There's over 40 teams in this league, and you are 38th.
Yeah, it's not good.
I am first. Now,
Where's Van?
who cares? Let me pull up Van. He's 7th.
Okay.
Now, not trying to be difficult here, but can you remind me who won this bracket pool last year?
Ooh, you know, I was thinking about it earlier when I was driving in, and it slipped my mind, honestly.
Can you remind me and the listeners of this show, the friends of the show, who won your pool invitational last year?
I'm talking to him right now.
It was me.
Fred Slow.
Yeah, I won it last year. Now, I don't know if in the history of sports, anyone has ever won back-to-back years in a bracket pool. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Florida.
But I currently am in a position where, unless the national champion is the Florida Gators
or Auburn,
they cannot catch me. There's not enough points remaining. Therefore, I will repeat.
So you're really all in on Duke?
Well, yeah.
Because you need Duke to play Florida.
Well, that's what I predicted will happen. So yes.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I think I don't.
There's not enough real estate left.
Duke, Houston, freshmen versus grown men. I don't see the narrative, Fred.
I think here, one of these games, they're Saturday, right? Afternoon and evening, and then the Natties on Monday.
Yeah.
1 week from today. We get bumped for that, Isaiah. How does that work? What's the scheduling on that? I think we do.
So they'll be they'll probably prefer the pregame.
And the pregame starts like 4:30 Mountain or something. I'm not doing. All right, listen here. I love this show. I love the friends of the show, but you can meet me in Howie's on Monday because
That's where the real show.
Yeah, I'm
goes
not
down.
about to.
So day off.
So I got it here. This is in San Antonio.
San Antonio, Texas.
I might as well just fly down there and see it in person.
The last time there was all one seeds was also San Antonio, Texas.
What year was that?
2008. It was Memphis, UCLA,
I
Florida.
I believe you.
And I don't remember the last one.
UNC
Yeah, actually it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with Sean. What was that cat's name? May. Sean May. Was that the dude?
OJ Mayo.
No, that was the UCLA guy.
Shumpert.
I don't remember. It don't matter.
Joakim Noah.
So I was doing a little reflection over the weekend, and I was thinking, am I really good at NCAA? Oh my gosh, I missed 0 in the Sweet 16, 0 in the Elite 8.
Because he's boring, man. That was just boring picks.
I missed 4 in the round of 32. Oh God, I'm so good at this. Now, am I actually so good at this, or am I only good at beating your idiot friends?
You're just the chalk guy. Okay. We embrace the madness of March Madness. Okay. You go in there and you act like you got your suit and tie on and you want to have a whole bunch of fun.
I've missed 7 picks this whole time.
You're 99.7% accurate. What's the number it has next to you? Like in terms of like
Rankings in the world?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty high up there. Yeah, I have, and you know, a bunch of them tie,
Yeah.
but I'm currently, if my bracket plays out the way that I predict it to, I will be in like the top 20,000 period.
Are you going to frame this bracket?
No, because I'm just going to do it again next year.
Well, maybe I won't invite you. You know,
You're talking about upsets. You're talking about whatever. I'm telling you,
hey, listen, there's never been a three-peat, right, in college basketball.
I don't know about pools, but keep going.
It's not going to happen in my pool, okay?
There are no more upsets in this. The separation is too significant now.
Well, next year I'm just going to be a chalk guy. You just got to pick the right national champ between the ones. That's it. That's all it comes down to. I'm not going to be picking UNM like some people in this pool did to win the whole
That
thing.
helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I do well at this, because I pick against
UNM.
and mid-major fans.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I was in a Big Ten city, or if I was in somewhere with a little more national basketball knowledge, I don't think I would have done, I think I'd still be in the mix, but I don't think I would have done as well as I did against.
My idiot friends.
Yeah.
As you call them.
Yeah.
I mean, I call them that too, but we had a decent pool this year. It was
37 of them are better than you.
yeah.
They don't work in sports.
I was in last place last year too. Because I had Auburn winning it all last year.
Now, there's a buy-in to this thing, which we won't say out loud.
Yeah.
But for you, it's not a buy-in. It's just a charity. You just give it away.
It's a little camaraderie for me. I don't do it for the end-all be-all goal. Okay.
It's camaraderie for you.
I do it for the journey. I
Mhm.
do it for the trash talking along the way.
That's
I
interesting.
do it for this segment
So
that we're doing right now.
you're a little bit of a liar, though, because I called you last night to be braggadocious about this, and you sent that thing to voicemail.
I was busy.
Ooh.
So you're telling me you're into the fellowship of it, and then when I try to give you the exact thing,
But guess what we're doing right here, right now? I saved it all for the content. I saved it all for today. I didn't want to waste any of our energy. And you called me midday today while I was at my other job. And I answered. I picked up the phone then because
Sure.
I was on my phone,
okay,
you know. And I texted you back last night. And you texted me back, but you didn't say anything.
no, because I
Well-
needed to hear it in your voice.
Yeah, you. But you knew exactly how I was going to sound. Everything I replied to with that conversation, not what you imagined.
All I'm trying to get to is that you're not just losing to Fred on the radio. Like, you're losing to Fred. Like, and you very much know my limited, by choice, exposure to college basketball. But, I understand the business of the game. I understand how
You
again.
took the business approach, and listen, I was rooting for fun. I was rooting for upsets. I was rooting for mid-majors.
Mhm.
I was rooting for the SEC.
Mhm.
I was, the SEC still possible to happen because your Duke Blue Devils won't win. They're going to lose to Houston, and the South
I'm going to say this again.
is going to be champions again.
If given the option of going from state or university to against a private institute, I'm taking the parochial school or the private school every single time. Duke over UNC every single time. Private institute over public institute every single time. That's a part of picking.
I guess I don't think about it that way. I think with a lot of just emotion.
Yep.
I'm an emotional guy. I'm Italian, okay? It's not my fault.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wear my heart on my sleeve.
Well, and statistically, you guys don't even go to college.
I did.
2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Welcome back to 2 Men On. We're live in studio where my lady just brought me my glasses so I can see again.
You look like Squints from Sandlot.
These oversight glasses, I think, are the style now.
It is. You're trendy. You're fashionable. They kind of remind me of like the glasses hipsters would wear from like 2013.
That's
but
what
like
these are.
yeah, but like they were fake glasses.
These very much help me see.
Yeah, you can actually read now.
I'm very fortunate to have 2020.
Me too. I think it's like 2019, but you get what you get.
I always thought I was going to be a pilot because of that until I learned how much math was involved. And then I never looked at being a pilot again.
I don't think I'd want to be a pilot. I watched Flight, and it just seems like a sad lifestyle.
I could do it for a period. If I had to get like adjacent, I could be a stewardess.
See, like Fred, you've been on long cards. I feel like it's just. I feel like if you're someone like Jake, do you like road trips?
I've gone on them.
I feel like if you can sit, if you can consistently, like if there's no issue, if you know you have to drive 15 hours, like yeah, I'll get behind the wheel and do it. If you can do that, I think you can be a pilot too.
I'd rather be a truck driver
than a pilot.
Yeah, at least you can like see a good view while you drive. Up there, you just see clouds.
Just a good note. My brother's a truck driver.
Teamster?
Of course not.
Oh no.
And he is the funniest guy I know, but no audience because he's in a truck all day.
No, they have the little like ham radios or whatever they have.
CB radios.
Yeah, the CV radios.
And my brother, who has done this show,
Mm-hmm.
I have communicated this to the masses. He has explained to me at length how truck drivers are the weirdest people, and talking to them is, at least humanity-wise, unacceptable.
That's probably why he's so funny.
It's just you're also, if you're someone who does not like being by yourself, like in your own thoughts, not the job.
No, never ever. I have to be constantly engaged or distracted. Otherwise, I self-sabotage through thought. I have I'm going to say my favorite thing. I'm about to say my favorite thing, okay? I'm going to say it.
A few of my favorite things.
I'm going to say it.
Say it. Say it.
He won't.
You won't say it.
I'm going to say it.
Say it. I dare you.
Opening weekend of Major League Baseball was the business, boys.
Yeah, it was.
It was so good.
Everything except for MLB.TV.
Was that bad?
It was horrible.
What happened?
It didn't work opening day.
Stop.
Yes, the most important day of the year didn't work, so I was struggling to watch my Mets play Vance Astros.
And
I think that's my only complaint of opening weekend. You know, other than the Yankees are cheating.
the only cheater this weekend was Jurgensen Profar. He's been cheating.
Yeah, 80 days. PEDs.
That means you've already caught one beforehand, too.
Yeah.
Is the first one 50 or 30?
It's 30, I think.
You're about to talk about the bat thing with the Yankees. I'm going to follow you down that path.
Yeah, we'll go down that rabbit hole.
Can I hit on a sentence real quick?
Yeah.
There are too many rules in baseball. Baseball, every off season, every during the season, and I'm only talking about written rules. There's also a list of unwritten rules that we would take the rest of the year to try to explain. There are too many rules in baseball. This stuff with the bat can be this length and this width at its thickest point, and the
that makes sense.
The weight, the blah blah blah.
That's called having unity. You know, like
how about this?
A code of conduct.
Swing whatever stick you want to swing. How about this?
No.
Do whatever you want to win. And there's all these individuals trying to, for the history of the game, break the rules that are unnecessarily put there. The rule book for Major League Baseball is a snoozer.
Well, cheating has been a foundational part of baseball.
I love cheating
since the get-go.
But we don't need so many rules, Isaiah.
So you think it should be like golf, and you can just like
there's a lot of rules.
So many rules in golf.
More rules in golf.
I mean, as far as like the freedom to use which club you want to use.
Well, there's rules about which club you can use too. You have to get them approved as well. Like
that part is true.
Yeah, you have
to. They
get
stamps like ASA bats.
So you can't just use a putter the whole time if you want, but it's like
Yeah, you could text this wedge the whole thing.
Technically speaking, yeah, you wouldn't be so successful, but
Yeah, that's kind of. I thought in my mind,
and
number one.
Same with baseball. You can use different brands of bat and different lengths and whatnot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know the most about golf, but in my mind, when I'm thinking switching out different sizes of baseball bats, I immediately thought translation was different, golf.
But here's a good comparison. It's like using like the bats that the Yankees are using right now is like using a driver in golf that you just press a button and it launches it.
That part's not accurate. It's not like these bats are made out of trampolines the way that Jake is describing them. It's more like, all right, say you're going up to bat and you're like, hey, I got to get a single here. This is the bat I swing to get singles.
If any other team was using these bats, though, if any other team was using these bats, no problem. But because it's the Yankees, I have a problem with it.
Okay, so that part of it, I don't know. I thought it was like an open discussion type of thing.
So, no, these bats...
Well, they've been, I think the Red Sox first started using them in spring training, but like all the attention and media is going to the Yankees because it's the New York market and the New York media and
the success
they're
of
the
them.
bad guys.
Because Aaron Judge is sitting a 0.8 WAR.
He's not
over
even
3
using
games.
that bat.
That part's true.
Yeah, they're just like literally like it's literally like 2 guys on the team using them,
and they look like bowling pins. They look weird.
Well, here's the thing. Why wouldn't you just use like, I don't know, a shorter bat?
Freddie Freeman has created monsters.
Like, I don't like this rule.
Nobody wants to see Matt Olson no more.
The Yankees said, all right, best team of all time. Watch this. We're going to get the special bats.
Now,
what they're just waiting, and then different 2 people use the bat, and then another 2 people use the bat.
No, they all have their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're correct.
like the magic bat.
Remember 2 years ago when that axe handle bat started to get popular?
Yeah.
No one said a thing because those dudes weren't
Yankees
cranking out 9 dingers a game like the Yankees.
Well, also like that was really bad pitching.
Well, can we not talk about Can we not talk about Nestor Cortez, please? 4 runs in the first inning, screwing up my Nerfy.
Oh, you did a Nerfy? I'm no longer a Nerfy guy. I'm a Yerfy guy.
I won so much money on Prize Picks over the weekend.
I know. I saw you bragged.
I just put it in the group text.
Yeah, I didn't send any of my parlays I hit, but I took a picture of my money.
Like the cash?
Yeah.
Why, dude?
Because you don't need to know my locks. You just need to know the result. You want to see the picture?
No, I don't.
It's a lot of money. I did pretty good.
Less rules in baseball. That's all I'm trying to get to.
I kind of agree.
Yeah.
But I think more rules on the Yankees. They're the evil empire, man. Even though I'm on the Empire side in Star Wars, they're the evil empire of baseball.
When the Yankees are good, baseball is better.
Yeah, because we actually talk about baseball and care about it. And I don't know, man, like as a fan of the other team in that city, the Mets, I just have so much hatred in my heart and soul for that organization for some reason.
Juan Soto hit a dinger off the Astros.
Yeah, he did.
It went straight up and came straight down in the outfield. Or excuse me, in the bleachers.
Yeah.
That thing was so high. He looks good. Everyone looks good this early in the year, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. It's going to be a really good baseball season, I think. I think it's going to be like one of a historic season.
For who? The Mets or everyone?
Everybody.
It's got to get cooler, though. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I understand where they're coming from with all the rule changes that they implemented last year, trying to make the game more exciting, a little bit quicker. It's great for TV. It's awesome for TV now.
Awesome for TV is the Padres uniforms. That's what's awesome.
The City Connect ones?
Yes.
The multicolored ones?
Did you see that Luis Arraez, whenever he goes up to do his his batter's box stuff, he spits his gum out and then hits it the way that like Kurt Hennig used to when he get up on the turnbuckle? So he spits it out and hits it with his bat. It's so cool.
That's sweet.
Just like Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, I like that. My favorite at bat routine is Yasiel Puig when he would lick the bat after hitting a foul ball. I thought that was cool. Someone should bring that back.
You're so stupid.
It's a heat check. Literally.
Heat check was Rafael Devers. Do you see him going 0 for 10 or had 10 strikeouts over the first 3 games?
Pretty good.
He was like, I want to play third. I'm going to suck. And the Red Sox are like, no, you'll be fine. Move him to DH. Nothing. There's weird stuff in baseball right now. You know,
it's an exciting time of year, and I'm glad that we kind of got like a little break from basketball for a little bit with some baseball actions getting sprinkled in now. And, the dog days are upon us, Fred. The dog days are upon us.
I saw this weird highlight over the weekend. So Wilson Contreras has gone from behind the plate for the Cardinals to first base, which is whatever. I mean, whatever. There was a highlight over the weekend of him pulling tape off his baseball bat and eating it.
Yeah, I saw just a quick little snack. Just a quick little snack.
You go, what? Like, wait, are you all of you nuts? Mookie Betts hits a walk-off in extra innings. Like, I mean, there's just every team at a highlight.
Baseball is just like so romantic. And it's gonna and I think like this opening time, I think a little bit past Jackie Robinson Day is kind of when baseball slips off a little bit.
April 15th.
Yeah, tax day. It kind of slips off, like the excitement is here right now, and then we kind of start getting the like NBA, NHL playoffs. But it's good to have. And my favorite thing is daytime baseball, though.
There's something about it.
Daytime sports just needs to be a more regular thing.
Not during the work week. I don't have time.
Oh, I would love it during the work week.
Padres swept the Braves, so I guess they're the only team that didn't look good over the weekend.
Well, not as bad as Profar's drug test.
Yeah, I bet that was bad.
Yeah, real bad. And I'm glad that well, as an interdivisional thing and the rivalry with the Mets and the Braves, that's all I had. That's what I saw,
Also not good was Apple TV over the weekend.
Yeah.
They had a hot mic on everything.
Way too hot. Way too hot. I got Apple TV for baseball purposes. I like what they're doing. Like, I think it's working.
It's as good as it's been to start a year in some time.
This is the most memorable start to an MLB season, I think, in the last, 10 years.
Since COVID, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because COVID, double distracted everything, obviously.
And baseball was just lame during COVID, man. With the 60-game season and the Dodgers with their Asterix championship. I mean, at least they got a real one last year.
They can play. That's the best baseball team ever assembled.
I hit an opening day parlay. And I think I'm just going to ride the Dodgers all year. The Dodgers and the Yankees
You should.
Just all year long.
Both coasts.
I think they have a chance. The Dodgers, I think, have a chance of being over 120 wins.
What's the record? 116 by the Mariners?
I think so.
So if I were to say 116.5, you'd take the over?
Yeah, hammer it.
Dang. I got a fun one here. You ready?
Hit me.
So the St. Louis Cardinals were playing the Minnesota Twins. And they put up these player stats on the scoreboard, right? So Matt Wallner, outfielder for the Twins. Here's this fan stat that Busch Stadium put up on the scoreboard for the 40,000 plus in attendance. Are you ready? In 2024, Matt made opening day roster for the first time, but went 2 for 25 in 13 games before being optioned to AAA. Gosh, it's going hard on a guy.
There were two exciting stories I saw where the Mariners have a I don't know who it was on the Jumbotron, but he was basically breaking up with somebody for some guy. You can submit breakups and he'll read it out and and he's gonna do it every week. It's the dumper by dumper or something, dumped by dumper.
The torpedo bat has spread. The Twins are now using it as well, so be aware.
That's fine.
I'm okay. Major League Baseball said it's legit.
Yeah, they approved it. They did ask for permission. They experimented it with it. And then another fun story I saw was, I believe for the Angels, a MLB debut with no minor league debut.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Was it like a Japanese guy or something?
No, white guy.
Well, okay. I mean, but did he play professionally somewhere else? Like, what are you doing? It wasn't asked about his ethnicity. It was asked about his experience. Also, the new pitcher.
Ryan Johnson.
I don't know. Also, that sounds like everyone's name ever. Isaiah, are you still a Chicago fan, or is that like not a real thing?
So we actually had this conversation on Tailgate Talk yesterday, and Josh helped me out. So I was Josh Sushan.
Yeah,
from the Isotopes.
Very nice.
We were trying to figure out what team I was going to, like adopt and I think for the sake of connection with the Isotopes and also the similarities to the colors that I have on right now,
with the Rockies.
I think I'm going to lean for the Rockies. And also I like the Cowboys and the Lakers. So it's not like I could listen to the voices in my head and go Yankees or Dodgers. So I had to pick kind of a team that, I could see the success story.
The Rockies is a good pick. That's a cool team.
I think you're the only Rockies fan I know now.
Man, it's limited at times, isn't it?
Yeah, I do it with respect. I don't need any like diehard Rocky fan. Like, what do you mean you're a Rocky fan? What was our record in 2023? I don't know, man. The colors relate, and I might recognize some of the players because of the Isotopes. That always helps.
Shout out Charlie Blackmon.
Did you see the Yard Goats caught some heat over the weekend now that you're a Rockies fan?
Yard Goats.
The Hartford Yard Goats, which is the AA affiliate of the Rockies, issued a statement because they introduced a Float Your Goat hot dog sandwich. They've now introduced a vegetarian version because they got such feedback. Here's the quote. The Yard Goats organization has received thousands of questions and concerns regarding the Float Your Goat hot dog sandwich. It was never their intent to concern fans or alienate them in any way. You've asked and we've listened. We're proud to announce we will be offering a vegetarian version of this treat. The Veggie Float Your Goat will include a tofu veggie dog submerged in a glass of oat milk.
Hot dog sandwich. That's what it said.
In a glass of oat milk.
A hot dog sandwich.
Is the hot dog a sandwich?
See, now that's the question I've heard, but calling it a hot dog sandwich is insane to me.
It's a
that's overkill.
Is it in what, like in between like two
I got you
pieces
guys.
of
like
white
I'm gonna
bread?
eat a hamburger sandwich.
It's a 1/4 pound hot dog
Whoa.
with chopper peppers, onions, bacons, brown mustard, and a glass of goat milk.
And the glass or in a glass?
In a
Oh,
You think it's good?
that's
And where's the city located?
Hartford, Connecticut.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Now, this is the best PR stunt I've ever seen.
We're talking about AA baseball.
Yeah,
I mean, come
this
on.
is how you do it.
in milk. A hot dog shouldn't be in anything if we're talking liquids.
Now,
Well, you ever dipped a hot dog in like a Coca-Cola?
I'm gonna say
No.
a weird thing. I'm gonna say it,
Say it.
guys. I'm gonna say it.
He's
Come
cap.
on.
He's cap.
You're
Cap.
not gonna say it.
Cap.
Say it.
I think this is probably just an April Fool's thing, but you guys get the idea.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
probably a day early,
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
so you always got to be on your lookout. here.
Yeah, because I'm going to fall for a lot of
You
things
do.
tomorrow. Yeah.
You sent me a thing from Donald Trump earlier. I had to double check it.
But that's real, right?
It seems real.
Yeah.
I
We'll
hope
talk
not.
about that in the 6 o'clock hour. Donald Trump's going to save scalpers.
El Padrino is back.
What veggie would you use? A piece of celery? Like what would you?
No, it'd be like one of those impossible meats. Like the food Van eats.
God, he's so gross.
Just have a hot dog.
Tofu veggie dogs are way better than they used to be. The stuff made with beans is better.
I think all vegetarian stuff has kind of gone up in a slight degree, but it'll never
Yeah, I had,
out meat.
I had a roommate that was hardcore vegan, and I will say he used to cook up this tofu in a way where it did look very, very. It looked pretty good.
You can jackfruit into meat pretty easily.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. But outside of like beans and jackfruit, I'm going to get lost. Like that soy-based stuff,
It's so bad for
it's
you.
not great.
It's not good for you.
You can't even eat eggs as vegan.
Not as
Or
vegan.
honey.
You're correct.
You can't eat honey either.
What?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
produced by an animal.
Yeah, because kind of an animal.
Bees are animal. Insects are animals.
I
Man.
would say insects are insects.
Insects are animals.
We're talking phylum?
Talking animal kingdom.
It's 2 men on.
Yep.
95.9 FM and AM 610. More on this scientific breakdown. No. The sports animal. Welcome back to 2 Men On. Quickest little segment of segments so we get back on track. I wanted to talk about this last week, but obviously we got bumped a ton. I believe next year I can create and submit a perfect women's NCAA bracket.
Isn't there one that's still perfect right now?
Is there one left?
I saw a couple days ago that there was still a perfect bracket left.
With the way this mid-major NIL Power 5 gap now exists, I believe, and I mean like a reasonable amount of efforts. I mean, less than 100 brackets.
UCLA winning busted that bracket. Shout out LSU's coach, by the way.
I don't know who that is.
She's in the media right now for being a blank to the media.
What is that?
Not a nice person.
Did she say it?
Say
no.
it. Did she?
Did she?
Say it, Zay.
Zay, did she say it?
Say it.
No.
Okay, she'll be fine then.
FCC says no.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, she's just pretty bad.
No, I respect her.
I'm saying,
She sucks, as you would say, Fred.
oh, I hate people who suck. I'm going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I can next year for the 100 percentile with 100 efforts. So out of my 100 brackets would be a perfect bracket. And I think I could do it 1 for 1 for real.
Well, if you're a chalk guy in the women's tourney, yeah, huge.
You've claimed that I'm a chalk guy,
You're a chalk guy.
and I am not. I'm a winner.
A boring one.
Yeah, a repeat one. I'm like the Newt Rockney of picking brackets.
Has there ever been a perfect one?
Not in men's.
Ever.
Wow.
Probably not in women's too.
That's
No.
okay. Now that's actually wild. If you
Yeah.
think of how many people there are, like if you do the numbers, it should have happened. By
It's
now.
like a 1 in like 16 quintillion chance
Yeah.
of getting a perfect bracket. You have a better chance of winning the lottery 3 times in a row.
what? Then
It was like you
It's-
have a better chance of winning the lottery and getting struck by lightning on the same day.
You have a better chance of getting bitten by somebody in New York City and by a shark in the same day.
but you get,
Yep.
but it's so guess
Keep
based.
going.
Oh, yep, yep, yep.
I could have kept going on.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
I mean, kind of derailed it there. I mean, it was
You can guess, but that's something where you can guess right. You know, like anything I feel where guessing is an option, like you can guess something correct. Usually someone gets it
Right.
one time.
I'm currently sitting in first place in our bracket thing. And I didn't guess at all.
I would think maybe some girl that has no idea about basketball is like, yeah, I'll fill out a bracket because my boyfriend's in it, and then boom, 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 boom. perfect.
That happened in this bracket pool that I host 3 years ago because Alex Earl attended the University of Miami and the University of Miami made the Final Four. That's
Wow.
why she won.
I used to know a girl named Alex Earl.
Really?
No,
Is she a model and dating football player Braxton Berrios?
be cool.
Would be pretty cool.
I'm going to create the perfect women's. I'm going on record right now.
Save this clip. Save this clip for next year.
In the NCAA Women's Madness, first of all, Women's Madness, I shouldn't have said that. That's gonna get cherry picked by someone.
No more Albuquerque moms.
Nope. ABQmom.com. Don't mess with Freddie. Do not mess with old Freddie Bear.
Ever.
Ever?
I think though, if you get a perfect brackets, is there a prize for a perfect women's bracket? Like I've never made a
Yeah,
bracket
it's
for the women's.
77% of the prize for the men's bracket.
77. Oh,
Took you a second on that one.
yeah. I thought we closed the gap a little bit. I thought we were like at 78 now.
I don't know how inflation works. I know that
Oh, so it went down.
the US dollar is no longer accepted in Canada at most places.
And if you think about it, it's really like a 30% sale because you're just getting that fancy plastic money
Loonies.
with none of their the Canadian leadership on any of the bills. It's an old woman who's dead.
The Queen of England.
Yeah, the former.
So Kim Mulkey, the LSU coach, he's at the podium, and the reporter goes, "Yeah, coach. So this is for the second straight year in a row. You guys have been eliminated, and with 8 teams left." And she's like, "Oh, is that good or is that terrible?" He's like, it's terrible." And she's like, "Oh, how many Final Fours have you been to?"
Dang, got him. Got him.
But I think he thought that she wanted him to say terrible. He wasn't trying to be a bad reporter at all. I can pull the audio for the next second.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get me excited for that one. It's gonna be,
so Zay got to shout out college women's basketball coach, and I'd like to shout one out too.
Okay.
Molly Miller at Arizona State, former Grand Canyon University head coach.
All right, I don't know her. What's her work?
She's just a very beautiful lady, and she's pretty cool.
When I was the broadcaster for New Mexico Highlands University, the most fun I had with visiting coaches was women's basketball coaches.
I'm sure.
Like I would go out in Vegas at night with the coaching staffs, and like we would get weird in that little town.
I'm sure.
It was like it would be like
Vegas, New Mexico for those.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, but it would be like the School of the Mines coach, and they never have fun in their life or whatever.
And they get to let
I'd be
loose.
they'd be like, "What's up?" I go, "Listen, I'm not a townie, but I can show you like the weirdest place where no one will bother us, and we can get super lit." And they'd be like, "Seem like a cool guy." I'd be like, "I know, like I know this town too well as an adult who didn't want to be here."
Well, I mean, it's a small town.
It is a small town.
I've only been there once.
I've been there a lot.
That's because I was kind of forced to stay there because my car broke down.
Oh, and there's no mechanics there. And
I know. Yeah, I learned that.
Yeah, and there are 3 last names in town that will allow you to get a townie mechanic. And if you're not one of those 3 last names, there's no mechanics.
Yeah.
All right, Montoya, Trujillo. What else?
Bustos.
Okay.
There are 3 names. Abreu. There's 4. There's 4 names in that town that you can float on. I was not one of them. And there's no car rental. So when you have to leave, you have to rent, this is real, a truck from the U-Haul and drive
Yeah.
to wherever you got to go.
I had to pay for a tow truck to take my car from Vegas to Albuquerque.
Wow.
And
That's too far.
I had to ride with. I rode with him. No, I actually got a really killer deal.
Yeah, I hope.
Would you? I know. I
I said, "Hey, are you taking any cars to Albuquerque?" And they said, "Yeah, actually, we are." I go, "Cool. Can you want to make a second tow with that at a 50% rate?" And they're like, "Yeah." That was the deal I got.
I thought you were going to tell an actual good deal.
50%.
I thought you were going to tell a story of like beating him at a game of bags or something.
No,
I didn't do that.
No, I wasn't risking it like that. I just
you already didn't have a car. It wasn't much of a risk. You could play for pinks, and he would have won your broken.
I'd
down
rather
car.
just do a coin flip. It's all about the coin flip now.
I haven't been back since they chose not to renew my contract. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Fred Slow with producer Isaiah Johnson on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Animal.
Welcome back to Two Men On. Big talk of the weekend is the Mexico Lobos basketball team has a new head coach. NCAA tournament. I went to bull riding. Major League Baseball is back. We're one day away from April Fool's. Opening day is tomorrow for the Albuquerque Isotopes. Home opener, excuse me. If we play our cards right, we can go all of April without talking about the NFL.
What?
That'd be sweet.
Impossible.
The UFL though is going down.
Now, is that a new one?
Yeah. I think it's isn't the UFL just the XFL and the whatever other one was a league for a bit.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, all I know about the UFL is the two of Puka Nakua's brothers are playing in it, and they both scored this weekend.
Do they play in St. Louis for the Battlehawks?
Maybe.
Eric Olin is the new head coach of the men's Lobos basketball team. He will join the program tomorrow. We're going to try to get him live over there at Isotopes Park. So that'll be a lot of fun. Speaking of Lobos go to Las Cruces on Tuesday. Play a little baseball, Rio Grande rivalry. That'll be fun.
Ooh, I like that. I like UNM's baseball program.
Same.
Solid.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah, solid in the Mountain West. Never any controversies. Success, long-term success.
Put their head down, just go hard.
Yeah, just swing the bat and throw the ball.
The Philadelphia Phillies have put a refrigerator in their dugout.
Is that legal?
I believe they were the first ever team to have a refrigerator in their dugout.
I think that's cheating. Who knows what's in that refrigerator?
Water. The answer is water and Gatorade or Powerade, depending upon the sponsorship.
And maybe potentially Zens.
You're talking about the quit smoking supplement?
Uh-huh.
Isaiah? Possibly Zens.
Okay.
Now, I have to
You ever
imagine.
had a chilled Zen? Changes your life.
No. Isaiah and I are not degenerates.
Neither am I.
The only time Isaiah's ever smoked a cigarette is when he's hanging out with a hot girl.
You smoked a cigarette with the hot girls, eh?
I've never, ever smoked a cigarette in my life.
Because drunk cigs don't count.
Yeah, hot girl cigs don't count.
Yeah, I'm smoking a dart with a hot chick.
If a hot chick is smoking, yeah. If she's ripping heaters outside and is like, "Hey, come rip a heater with me."
If she's smoking hot and she's smoking,
yeah,
believe me, pass me that Marlboro. I'm hoping it's a Marlboro.
Smoking cigarettes is hot girl stuff.
It is
100%.
You see a girl smoking a cigarette, you say to yourself when you walk by, like, "Wow,
that's a hot girl."
That's hot.
Well, there's two definitions for hot girl in 2025.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, I don't even know this.
Oh, Jake, yeah, you do. Hot girl summer.
I know hot girl summer.
Now,
Yeah,
what
that's
is that?
type of hot girl. Well, hot girls they're basically the ratchet girls. And like hot girl summer,
What?
you're wanting to be outside, you're about to go out and just have no morals.
You don't
Hot girl
necessarily
summer.
have to be ratchet to embrace the hot girl summer
But
mentality,
it's
but
apples and fruit.
you're doing nefarious activities.
Now, will you guys
with
help
your
me out
girlfriends.
with our audience and friends of the show to describe what ratchet is?
Ratchet is like ghetto.
Mhm.
All right, now hold on. Now, ghetto the way the Trump supporters like see it, or ghetto the way that it's understood in the lexicon?
I tie morals, lack of morals to everything like that. So
Give me an example of a lack of morals. I'm gonna tell you if I'm ghetto.
ghetto, lack of morals. You are in a restaurant
Yep.
and you're on a date with
Been there.
somebody and you're upset. So
Uh-huh.
therefore you start arguing and you have no type of awareness of other people looking at you.
All
You
right,
just
hold
don't
up.
care.
What are we arguing about? Because maybe I want attention brought to it.
Asking for for a taste of the most expensive bottle they have, but ordering the cheapest.
Now, hold on.
That's ghetto behavior.
What restaurant is giving out taste?
You've never had a taste, like when you order a bottle of wine
Taste
and they're
of-
like, "Hey, would you like to try this first?" And you go, "Yes," and then they pour a very small sample, and then you do the little like glass rinsing around thing, put it up to your ear to hear it, smell it, drink it.
Hear it.
That's a
That's
thing.
like the most important part of sommeliering. You got to put it up to your ear.
I know one sommelier.
Or is he from?
I know two, and they're both women.
Okay.
Neither of them have asked me to listen to whine. The only whining I ever hear is from hot girls when they're smoking.
Really, I think that's the one time they're not whining.
Oh yeah.
They're calmed down.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it compresses over the course of the cigarette. The whining does.
That part's true.
Or they could be whining and light another cigarette halfway through.
All right, so you're talking about hot girl stuff?
Chain smoking?
Because it's wild to me how quickly a hot girl can solve a problem the closer you get to the butt of that cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is she hot if she chain smokes, or is it hot if it's just one? Like a one and
Now,
done?
if you chain smoke,
Yeah.
we're about to have a night I didn't come prepared for.
Buckle up.
Yeah. They actually call you Bucko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Bucko. And,
Yeah.
and you don't have any say in where you're going.
So Fred, you go out to you're driving and you see girls twerking on the hood of a car, ratchet and hot girls.
Hold up while the car is driving, because you're actually talking about stunt people.
No, so like it's just parked. Say it's at like on a parking lot at a bar, and it's after you're leaving, and there's just girls just twerking on the car, shaking booty,
Parking lot party stuff.
Yeah, just
"Get it!
yeah,
Slay girl!"
yeah, in
So,
front of people.
This is like an industry night, a Monday night. There's nothing else going on. We're not talking tailgate
No.
for a thing.
This is just a night out.
There's just still no excuse for that, unless if you're in a club, a dance club, then maybe. But even then, that's not behavior I approve of.
If you're twerking on my tailgate, I don't know if I have a huge problem.
Yeah. No. Elevated surface. Yeah.
Elevated surface.
Get up on that thing.
Just say there's kids around, and they just don't care.
Now, if they double press the fob, pop the trunk, and they put their junk back there in the trunk, I don't think I have a problem with that either. Now, the hood thing is where you've got me, because you said the word hood, and I relate that not just to cars, but a socioeconomic status,
Like where you grew up in.
like where you
St.
grew
Louis.
up. Yeah, in the hood.
Which also contain ratchet and hot girls. So I think we're kind of all coming full circle.
Yeah, I think you're actually describing my type of.
You need to go to the library, not like the actual location, like the public libraries.
Yes.
That's where you need to find a woman.
I'm like, I need to read a book. Oh, I thought you meant
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, get out of
Do you have a library card?
the hot girl summer area and go to the library.
If you were to go to like a Pinterest something at a library, if you were to go to like a Pinterest party,
Yeah.
if you go to a craft thing, you would find the
Okay.
type of lady that you deserve.
Yeah, a very nice. Or like you need to like not have your headphones in while you're like shopping at like Whole Foods. You know, and,
Isaiah's never been to the grocery store.
you don't go to the grocery store.
Isaiah doesn't even
I do.
know.
all
You
the time.
DoorDash all your groceries, dude.
No, I
No.
definitely go.
Dash Pass?
I go to Albertsons.
Albert. Well, that's your mistake right
What are
there.
you doing? There's
You
no
need to go to, like,
why.
They
You
got
need
the,
to go
they,
to,
got,
like-
they got the meat for $20. Where should I go?
I know how much money you make.
Man, you gotta
Albertsons got this things where
No.
they'll give you like 4 patties,
Choice.
4 chicken breasts, 4
Choice.
steaks,
Dog.
and 4 more steaks for $20. Great.
yeah,
deal.
but you're not gonna find your future wife there.
if we're looking for a lady, yes. I mean, yeah, I haven't really.
No, but
seen
I'm
any,
saying like just go grocery shopping without needing to buy groceries and just kind of like, walk around,
Yeah.
accidentally like
Squeeze the
drop.
melons.
Yeah,
So don't go to Target. You're not recommending Target.
For
Target's
groceries?
been canceled.
Why has Target been canceled?
Have you been to Target?
I just heard that's where the ladies are. Is Target?
No.
No,
No.
actually, it's all the people that are in relationships that are at Target. Like you see a guy and a girl together at a Target, you best believe.
I go to Target.
Yeah, Target is for people who are in relationships.
There are 2 things in my relationship life. One is Target. The other one is Kohl's.
Oh, Kohl's.
I am the whitest.
No, my mother used to drag me to Kohl's. Now, when we got in there, I used to cry because I knew I'd be in there forever.
Nothing better than hey, maybe Kohl's could be the spot you go pick up ladies. They do love Kohl's cash.
Here's
Just the tile on the floor gives me PTSD.
The problem with Kohl's is it's segregated. Like there's a women's section and there's a men's section, and you
Right.
can't be over in the women's and not seem
Like
weird.
Yeah.
See,
Okay, that's a good point.
Isaiah needs to go to like Lowe's, not the hardware store, the grocery store.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's That's what
Are
you
you in-
can afford.
Are you,
Isaiah.
implying Isaiah needs to find himself a nice little
I was
Latina
gonna
mama?
Yeah.
say they're gonna be local,
A
super
mamacita.
local.
Yeah,
Rose.
you need a little Chicana in your
Yeah, I
life.
need a mamacita.
I'll stick to Costco.
Costco.
What's the
Dog.
Costco crowd like?
It's like their husbands are paying for their memberships. So
You
don't
ever-
go there.
You ever seen the Costco guys? That's who goes there. I've had a Costco guys reference 3 weeks in a row.
I didn't get any of them.
I know. I explain it to you every time.
No, the Costco's not the one.
Definitely
No.
it's definitely the mother with 3 kids.
No, they're
Costco.
buying for family. They got
Yeah,
families.
that's bulk.
Yeah, that's
or
bulk.
yeah,
Now, what you can get is your favorite snack, which is that peanut butter and jelly goobers that's in one.
Yep.
They have that in
Smuckers.
bulk there. That stuff's hecka good.
I'm more of an Uncrustable kind of guy. Get those 2 in there, I'm sure.
A lot of carbs in that. A
Yeah,
lot of carbs.
and sugar.
And shugs. That's not actually the one for you moving forward.
Yeah, you got to switch that up.
Yeah, and pick a different nut too. Like
Yeah.
peanuts good, but like try like an almond or something.
I have some. I just got
Little
almond butter.
butter?
Home.
Yeah.
I got almond butter.
Oh, was it on clearance?
No, actually, I saw it and I was like, I remember trying that a while ago. It was really good.
All right, how
I
about
grabbed-
this? After the show, not tonight, I have a meeting. After the show, you and me go to the Ghetto Smiths. That's the one I go to.
Can I come?
Yeah.
I used to live across the street from there.
A lot of people live on the street there.
We're not going to stop any criminals there if we see any in front of the Smiths.
Now, why are you saying it like that? Is there something I don't know about?
Is this
Uh,
your security detail background coming into effect here?
Well, number 1 is a level 1 security guard. Yes, you're not supposed to engage.
What is a level 1 security guard?
It is me. It's 3 levels. I'm
Right.
level 1.
Who created these levels?
That's a great question.
Because I believe I'm also a level 1 security guard and I have 0 qualifications.
What's that? If you
What
went
do you
through
have
the
to do
class-
to get to level 2, dude?
So, in order when you're a level 2, then as a security guard, you're legally able to have pepper spray and handcuffs.
So you're saying the government created these tiers?
yeah, like if you're a level 1 and you're caught with handcuffs, you could get in trouble. Like
Oh.
you're not supposed to be handcuffed.
What about
on
like a
every-
nightstick?
Also, I own handcuffs.
Yeah, so it's almost how they say like if you
I
get
knew
your if you get your gun if you get your gun license, they kind of say like now you're honestly kind of under more
On-
rules
on
than
this-
someone who doesn't have it.
Hold up. On this program, we say firearm.
Firearm. I like it.
Thank you.
So like becoming a
say
security
Draco.
guard, that's a nice one.
I didn't
I like
get
that one.
I didn't get that one.
But as a level 1 security guard, it's like, okay, now that I'm officially a security guard, I can't do this. And
No, I don't. That's what I'm asking. Here's what I think I know about security guards. Number
Mm-hmm.
1, I don't pay them a lot of mind, if I'm going to be honest.
because you follow the rules.
To a degree.
If you're someone who gets loose and you get tossed out, you're going to be looking at the security guards and you walk in. This
I
place.
don't empty my pockets when I go through a metal detector.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah.
Really?
No, if it goes off,
they
I go,
stop
oh,
you?
my bad. No one's ever stopped me.
Uh,
The TSA just waves me through. Look at me.
You got pre-checked, don't you?
Yeah, duh, I got
Yeah,
pre-checked.
yeah.
And I fly so much. They're like, oh, you again? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, me again, man.
All right.
Yes, I'm walking straight to the teller thing here at the airport. Yes, I came on purpose early to drink. Yes, I know I can get the wristband and carry it throughout the airport.
You're not a subscriber of the airport theory.
Now, what is that?
Airport theory is that you only need to get to the airport 20 minutes before your flight.
Now you can do that at the
I want to
Sunport.
say
No, like
maybe here,
anywhere.
you go to Colorado, you're done for. You do that.
No, there's anywhere. It says all you need is 20 minutes.
Now you're not talking about checking bags here.
Who checks bags?
All right, now it depends what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Even if I'm going on a 2-week long vacation, I'm bringing
Dog,
a bag.
so
with
you're
me
talking
on the
about
plane.
pleasure. I travel for business. Like, what if I have to take like radio broadcast equipment? I'm not going to put that in the overhead. It's not going to fit.
Yeah. And I've seen a guy.
You gotta get one of those better suitcases, that can compact things.
That does not make headphones smaller.
I saw a lady get all the way to the end of the security line, and then the guy told her bag was too big and that she had to go back to bag check.
Was this for Spirit?
No, this is at the Colorado airport. So we hadn't really picked the airline yet.
It's just called Denver International. Just say
Yeah.
Denver International.
Yeah,
The
I didn't-
Illuminati's headquarters. Some
I've heard
call
that.
it.
I've heard that.
Really.
You don't know about that? They got like underground like bomb bunkers. That's why it's always under construction.
Hold up. You just did it again. You said they.
Sorry.
Is that the Chinese this time? Because
No,
I know
no.
the way you conspiratize.
No, it's maybe they're involved, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm not limiting the Illuminati to just the United States, okay?
Mhm.
But the
No,
Denver
they-
airport has
Here
like
we
a
go.
bunch of tunnels and net like secret access stuff. Like,
allegedly.
when was the last time you went to Denver? Like, the airport now has like lizard people in construction like outfits like on the walls, like saying like, you know, under construction.
I heard the Sandias had like bunkers under those mountains.
Oh,
How true is
we
that?
don't-
Yeah,
There's,
with nuclear weapons.
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about
That's a
that.
secret.
that's dope.
Also,
That's super dope. I couldn't even find it when I Googled it.
also
so.
Yeah, it's a secret.
yeah, it's a secret. And also, you meant to say the Oregon Mountains.
Yeah.
There's a ton going on down there. So hey, that's why the highways are so good here.
Actually, I think it's more like in Philadelphia. You should, if you're listening, go after Philadelphia.
Who?
They.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. Here's the point I was trying to get to. Somebody will smash that refrigerator with a baseball bat in the dugout for the Phillies. That's the whole punchline I was going for the whole time. They have to have an HR. They have to have a meeting from their manager saying no one hit the refrigerator with a baseball bat.
No, I want to see the refrigerator get thrown out of the dugout.
It's very big, like a vending machine.
It's not like a
No,
mini.
it's got a glass
I
front.
should have just
Oh,
made it
okay.
sturdy. Make it like aluminum or something.
Guys, it's not a fallout shelter. It's just like a glass front.
Maybe it's plastic glass.
Could be plexi. The sports animal. We've been good without him, though. Podcast goes up immediately after show. Podcast been doing well. This was good.
Yeah. If you're listening, friends of the show, and you're not subscribed or follow the podcast on all podcast platforms, do it and leave a review and just comment on there how great that kid Jake is.
5-star reviews go a long way with us.
I tell everybody I meet about the show to leave a review. So.
There's very little in your life that doesn't revolve around telling people about the stuff you do.
That's kind of what living is all about, right? I don't talk about everything I do.
Helping others.
I help others, and I talk about it after. That's why I do it.
I do it because it's self-serving.
I do it because I want the clout.
I got the same. That's what I said, but you said it in a lamer way. Okay. We didn't really talk sports last segment, and I try not to go back to back in the same sports, but we're going to go baseball again here.
Okay.
The 20 most purchased Major League Baseball jerseys since the World Series.
Ooh, can I guess? Can we play a guessing game?
Exactly why we are playing. Now, also, I don't like radio segments that's just list of names. So we're going to talk about cultural impact. Go.
Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Puerto Rican.
Who signed with the New York Mets, not in the, just kidding, he's number 3. So.
And this is all last year or?
Since the World Series.
Since the World Series,
yeah.
Okay.
Juan Soto, number 3. Not a ton of Puerto Ricans, so I would assume that's not the reason.
He's the flagship Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but like numbers wise, they're just. But high percentile of those individuals do love baseball.
Yeah.
So even if it's a smaller number, we're getting a high percent of it. That's a lot of people. I mean, he's sitting at number 3. Juan Soto in the mix.
All right. Throw on Aaron Judge.
All right, so Aaron Judge is a good one. Number 5.
Okay.
You're hitting the top 5 guys here.
Yep.
He, throughout the course of the opening weekend of Major League Baseball, has already set himself up to win league MVP.
It's a long season.
Nope. He's the one.
We got like 160 games left.
He's it's not in question.
Already locked out. Should we
poll to poll, brother?
All right.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
All right.
This is what I think is going to be number 1.
All right.
Mr. Shohei Ohtani.
That is correct. Sitting at number 1.
Then, if you want to talk about global impact, played the first opening game in Japan of his home nation.
He's a big deal. Has he pitched yet?
I don't think so.
I think he's going to throw like every 6th day or something.
Okay.
So he's that dude. Obviously sitting at number 1. Also,
that's not fair. They have a 6-man rotation.
Dog, they have a 7-man rotation. Like that team is the best team in the history of baseball.
I know it sucks.
I don't know if this statistic that I'm giving you is only, this is MLBshop.com. So I think it's anything you buy in there because he has more jersey options. This is like when John Cena was the number 1 seller all the time. He just had more t-shirt options because you can get Shohei home, Shohei away, Shohei city, Shohei third,
Shohei Japan.
Yeah. Shohei cherry blossom, Shohei what, like all of these things are there. Women's cut, kids cut, with all of them. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Fernando Tatis Jr.
All right, so that is a good guess. He's number 12, so you've fallen significantly here.
I'm just going for the top 20 here.
No, and you're getting him.
Yeah.
Now he is the only Padre on the list.
That's what I assumed. I'm kind of going through the teams in my head right now, and I went to the Padres, and I was like, he's the only one.
He's the only one.
Yeah, and he also likes PEDs.
Historically speaking,
it was ringworm medication.
You are correct.
I wonder. No, not enough clout. I was gonna say Yamamoto for the Dodgers.
Number 10.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Yoshi is number 10. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He is number 10. This is obviously because of where he's from.
Yeah. And also being on the Dodgers with another great person from
You're going to notice a trend here with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the top 20.
Wow. Okay. So number 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, who could Mookie Betts?
Number 4 is Mookie Betts. Yeah.
Falling off a little bit.
Well, not really, because the Dodgers are also sitting at number 2 with a name. But Mookie Betts, who, by the way, apparently got like the new version of Japanese COVID when he was in Japan is down to like $1.40 or
Yeah,
something.
he hasn't been able to eat anything,
or at least hold it down. I don't know
Yeah.
about,
or water or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he's hitting walk-off dingers over
Yeah,
the weekend.
And you know what? It's gonna make him even faster.
Okay. I mean, you don't need to be fast if you're hitting walk-off dingers.
Well, if you're a leadoff, if you get a single and you need a steal, sure.
Okay.
Kershaw's not on the list. I'm thinking of like who's on the Dodgers roster.
Kershaw is number 11.
What? Kershaw's number 11?
Hey,
That's crazy.
I get it in that final year, brother.
One more deal.
Click that thing one more time and I'll kick you off the show.
Okay. Garrett Cole's got to be on there.
You've missed the list now.
Oh, I missed the list.
Freddie Freeman is sitting number 2.
Okay.
Francisco Lindor number 6.
Nice.
Bryce Harper number 7.
You.
Altuve, Acuna Jr. wrap out the top 10. And then from there, the most interesting name well, there's actually a couple. Gunnar Henderson making an appearance.
Okay.
He's every 13-year-old kid's favorite player.
Yeah.
Ellie De La Cruz is the face of Caribbean baseball right now.
And the Reds.
And well, that too. The only jersey I think I would want is Paul Skeens. He is on the list as well, number 15. For some reason, Kiki Hernandez. So there's the Dodgers rub.
Kiki Hernandez, man.
Corey Seager, Bobby Witt Jr., maybe the best player in baseball. Anthony Volpe, Y, and Manny Machado also on the list.
Hey, you said there was
2 Padres. I
Yeah.
apologize. So there you go.
because Manny Machado is the most Padres Padre ever.
He is not as good as he could have been.
That's why he's the perfect Padre. He was really good in
Yeah.
Baltimore and then made his way to San Diego and just chilled. It's the most chill town in the world.
The whole reason I bring this up, because I'm not a guy who likes lists.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I'm not a guy who likes.
You just like Mount Rushmores. They're varsities.
I'm a big fan of varsities.
Yeah.
But if they had the info from like Alibaba or DHgate, because the number of like Wild Thing Vaughn jerseys,
Yeah.
like you would have a number there. Willie Mays Hayes, Henry Rowan Gardner, like there would be like Benny Rodriguez, like the
Oh,
number of Jack Elliott, Billy Chappell, the number of fictional baseball jerseys, Kenny Powers,
That's what I would wear.
that's Chet Stedman. There's so many names. Just Nuke LaLoosh. There's so many names.
But I don't think they're as popular now as like there hasn't been like a good baseball movie in a while.
Oh, that's an interesting one, right?
Yeah, like I think the last good baseball movie was the 42 probably.
God, that movie was so good.
And I ever since then I can't really Moneyball. But like that's just like it's like a movie about baseball, but it's not a baseball movie.
I would say it's a baseball movie. When did that come out? 2011?
Yeah.
42 came out in 2013.
Yeah.
So that's newer.
But there hasn't been a good baseball movie in the last decade.
God, there was one called The Hill.
Oh, I haven't heard about that.
It's like a biography pick. It's about like Ricky Hill's story about he's got like this degenerative spinal thing. I mean it's like heartwarming, you know, but it's not the thing you're saying. There's a new one called Ethos. I haven't seen it, but people are raving about it.
Ethos, huh? That sounds right up my alley. The Ethos pitch.
It's supposed to be pretty good. But yeah, I can't think of when did The League come out? That wasn't that long ago.
The League? That was like
Yeah.
in the 90s, wasn't it?
No, this one's about like the Negro League and it talks about
Oh, that was 2023.
so that one's pretty recent-ish. But again, that's not like a fictional
No.
whatever.
Like I'm talking about I want another like Major League or Sandlot even.
1999 was For Love of the Game. And that is my favorite baseball movie. You guys are of the age where you probably watched The Rookie.
Yeah.
The Rookie with Dennis Quaid was very
The
good.
Rookie, I remember watching that at school.
Yeah, like you had a teacher.
Yeah.
The Phenom is good. It's got Paul Giamatti in it. That would qualify in the last 10 years.
The Phenom.
Yeah. That's a good one. There's a weird documentary that I saw not long ago, the Battered Bastards of Baseball.
Yeah, that's so good. That's like
Kurt
that,
Russell's family owned a team in Portland. Yeah.
Yeah. And they just had like open tryouts for the team, and they were like an independent single A team, right?
But this is, again, that's not like a fictional
No.
film. It's like a
But
documentary.
that's like one of my favorite baseball documentaries. That and the '86 Mets one.
Oh, the No documentary with with Oil Can Boyd, or not, I mean Doc Ellis on LSD. There's so many good ones. But you're right. I don't think there's been that thing
in a while. Sports movies have kind of been on a decline.
I don't know about that. Sports documentary is on the
all the way. Sports documentaries are at its all-time peak right now.
The reason is because you can only act out so many things, like so many scenarios in sports before it gets to the point where like I've seen this before.
There's so many that you can act out though.
I think they've all been. You can't think of a storyline unless you find a way to modernize it. Like that's what you have to do. Like maybe try to create a storyline where maybe something that happened could only happen after 2015 or something like that. Like something more new.
Like using those the torpedo bats.
Yeah. That. Like bringing phones, or like this guy, he's going through this problem because this video went viral and now he, can't go to the school he wants to go to, so he's got to something like that. Or maybe with sports, someone's trying to get recruited off Twitter and they're trying to fight to get recruited. Maybe a storyline like that would help because that relates more to kids nowadays.
The best sports movie that I can come up with in the last couple years, I think, is The Iron Claw.
So good.
And it's so good.
Do you count the Creeds or no?
The Creeds are up there for me too.
Yeah, those are good. I would say those are good. But otherwise, I don't really know.
Stuff's just going to show up on Netflix. I mean, they can't even get the real. I mean, I don't know what the bar is or the expectation level is for these documentaries that get released, like Hard Knocks or the Receivers one that got put up on Netflix. If those can't get a huge pop, then the storyline movies are definitely not going to be able to get a huge pop.
They're definitely getting a big pop.
But the biographical stuff is good. Like that King Richard thing that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
That thing was fire.
Yeah, those will always be good because there's people that are big fans. It's got to be something. If it's like a real reenactment of like a real sports story, I think that definitely passes the test.
I never even watched Cena or Venus ever play tennis a day in my life other than clips on social media, but I still went and saw King Richard.
I haven't seen it. And also is Will Smith.
Yeah, that's the brother right there.
Matter of fact, way off topic, but I just got done watching a freestyle he released today. It's insane.
From Will Smith?
Yeah, Will Smith dropped a freestyle. Now, he does drop a cuss word in there, unlike him. Now,
does he say it?
He says he says S, other word for poop.
Oh, stuff.
Yep, stuff.
2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
You're
All right, welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On, where earlier in the program we were talking about my bracket, my NCAA bracket, because I'm the only guy that any of you know that don't have a busted bracket. I'm literally in first and everything. And I was like really confident watching the Duke Alabama game the other day because they were up 9 with like 12 seconds left. But then I remembered when the Bulls beat the Lakers 4 days ago when they were up 9 with 12 seconds left on Josh Giddey. The NBA is as good as it's ever been right now.
And we were just talking about how bad it was.
Hard agree. Lucas saved the league.
Josh Giddey saved the league. I watched it. He hit a half-court buzzer beater. It was the coolest thing of all time.
That was, as a Laker fan and / Cowboy fan, that was the most painful sporting event I've seen since Aaron Rodgers made that pass in 2016.
You know what I think really saved the NBA? Is all the songs they're making about LeBron James. I don't know if you know about this.
No, I don't
Fred.
know about
I was
this.
about to put one as a bumper. I actually have one.
It's they're remixing songs
Right.
and just making it about the LA Lakers and
It's our-
LeBron James.
It's our Isham Dental. Now, by they, you mean AI.
Yeah.
It's our Isham Dental ABQ,
Yeah.
or excuse me,
Chinese.
IshamDentalABQ.com. Isham Dental soundbite of the day, 505-881-0422. Get those arches, get those veneers, get those replacements, get those everythings. All forms of insurance and Medicaid and Medicare. Okay, Isaiah, you ready?
Mhm.
Our Isham Dental soundbite of the day is some dumb stuff. Okay. I could do this. This is nothing.
You didn't even play Man on the Lakers. Like it's not just one, Fred. It's like hundreds of songs.
And this is popular.
It's huge. on social
Just saying his name over and over again in 4 times.
say his name. That's like the whole thing. Say his
Oh,
name.
here we go. Hold on.
They been having this film on go. They been seeing how great our king was. I don't feel no pressure. Spend 50K to show my love for the dough. I don't need no extra. Search this world, ain't no one.
Okay.
better.
Now, Froggy Fresh has been doing this for years. Now, who's producing this? Is it a LeBron James company?
No, this is all like AI stuff.
Oh,
though.
yeah, absolutely.
It's like little kids on TikTok. Like
Here.
my favorite one is Man on the Lakers.
Yeah, let's get a
That's
taste
this
of
one?
Yeah,
now,
it-
they
this
took
is what started it all.
and they took a quote about Brian Windhorst.
Oh, I haven't heard this.
You haven't heard any of these?
I
Oh,
heard
my
the
goodness.
first one. I haven't heard this one. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers.
Now that one I
LeBron,
recognize.
I'm asking you to say
Now,
his name.
For the record, Michael Jackson is canceled on this show. So,
that was LeBron. So
oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been a couple days since we've been on. Since we've been on, LeBron James went on the Pat McAfee show and said Brian Windhorst is not his friend
yeah,
publicly.
yeah.
And
I
that-
think that is the funniest thing.
that's a heartbreak move. That is a heartbreak move for old Brian.
I don't think he's ever publicly gone out and said me and LeBron are besties. He's
Oh.
just been, journaling, being a journalist for him.
No, there have been segments. Imagine you guys, right? So imagine you guys are both LeBron, and
Okay.
you
Okay.
are
Yeah,
you have
we're
a big decision coming up, and people, not people, a man
Okay.
is on TV talking to the audience, telling them how to read you off your body language. Now, keep in mind, you've never met this guy.
Oh, I thought he was like the school reporter when they were in high school together or something.
No, so he started following him in high school.
I think he was a grown man at that point.
Well, I think that, yeah, he was covering him.
Is it Hurst or Horst?
Horse.
Windhorst.
Okay, sorry guys.
He really went on TV and was like, yeah, so LeBron, when he shakes his head like that, that means he's feeling like this. When he rubs his arm like that, that's
Boys.
what this means.
You two need to stop. He's from Akron. He went to St. Vincent, St. Mary. Like he's the thing I said.
But
He-
they're
he's
not. How weird is that for someone to not be your friend, but has been covering you for 20 plus years? And you guys are that close. You should get the hint at some point. Like,
I've
all
had
right,
a lot of friends.
like this guy hasn't.
Haven't?
You're following one guy for 20 years and he never says anything directly to you. Like, you guys don't hang out. Like, he hasn't asked you to come to a family dinner.
I don't think a lot of guys are friends with guys in the media. Like a lot of athletes are buddy with media members.
But this is what's so different about Windhorst. There's no other athlete where they're like, anytime we talk about him, this guy, oh yeah, make sure you get this man on because this man knows it.
Hold up. I think I'm Oppo LeBron real quick. So he was working for the Akron Beacon Journal in 2003.
Yep.
Okay. He was the Cleveland Cavaliers beat writer.
Yep.
He then took a job in Miami. Boys,
Before or after the decision?
He's following LeBron. That's exactly what it was.
I mean, whatever the Plains dealer hired an insider to help.
A smart decision when you're covering like the biggest thing since Michael Jordan.
Yeah, there we go.
But imagine if there's a guy right now that calls himself the Fred Slow expert, the Dick Cash Show expert.
That exists.
Yeah, he's talking to him.
Yeah.
But like, I'm the expert on him, and I know exactly what he's thinking. I know exactly what he does. Anybody knows him, it's me. And you like having like you don't hang out with this guy.
Went back to Cleveland, did a radio show. Does he work in LA right now?
100%. I would guarantee it.
Right.
And what really triggered LeBron is Windhorst goes on. Remember LeBron
says he lives in Omaha.
Mm-hmm. Remember LeBron did the whole, I don't want to be the face of the league. Windhorst goes on TV. He's like, LeBron, yes, you do. You signed with Nike because of Jordan. And LeBron's like, no, I didn't. Like, you're wrong.
All right. So I believe what we have now just seen, and I didn't know this until I just got Isaiah's take. This is a work. This is a work just like the Stephen A. Smith stuff is a work. This is to garner the attention. And in the industry, it's called a rub. And now Brian Windhorst, who, and I don't know if his contract is up for renegotiation. I don't know any of his situation. But right now, his Google searches are definitely up.
Oh, yeah.
And
this is the most he's been talked about in a long time.
He has been helped by his friend LeBron become more relative in the world of, I guess, media reporting and entertainment. So we have been worked, and I want to apologize to the audience. I didn't know until I just learned all of this.
I will personally disagree because I remember thinking this Windhorst guy was a little awkward for considering himself the LeBron
specialist.
Because
he's fat?
Is it
no, it's
because he's white.
He's the LeBron specialist, but LeBron doesn't engage with you.
Is it because he wrote that book?
What book did he write?
He wrote a book all about LeBron James.
And see, like that's weird. If someone is not openly your mutual friend, look, you can be a reporter, you can cover an athlete, but when Michael Jordan was here, or say in NFL, when we talk about Mahomes or Tom Brady, there's not just the same guy that's like, oh yeah, my job, my whole existence is to follow this guy. And if it is, it's some type of like mutual friendship, like LeBron and Maverick Carter, or LeBron maybe and Rich Paul.
Business partners, and that's his agent.
Well, Maverick, he knew him before they were business partners. That's why he chose him as his agent, because he knows him really well.
Is he also from Akron?
I would guarantee it.
Then they're all in on it. This small town stuff. I love this. This is the smartest thing I've ever seen.
But
I'm in on this.
He called them weird, though. That weird word is lots. It's very, very light, but it hits deep.
No, they knew what audience they were talking to. This all.
That's
super...
why LeBron went on there. He went up again because Pat McAfee and Stephen A. Smith have beef.
No, so they don't.
Yeah, but it's
Jake,
it's like competitive beef.
They both have $100 million. Is what they have. And they got it.
LeBron chose to go on the Pat McAfee show because it's the top competitor for the Stephen A. show.
I don't know if either of those things are true, but I do recognize they're in the same world. And
same network.
I will say this. They both, including Brian Windhorst and including LeBron James and everyone in these circles, all better financially now for all of this, which in the industry is called a rub, and they all rubbed each other. And here we go.
So why would LeBron need to engage?
To help the boys, because he's got it. He can give the rub.
LeBron's been helping his friends
forever.
Yeah.
And which one of these guys are his friends?
All of
he
them.
re-signed Anderson Varejao in like 2016. He didn't deserve to even be on that roster.
Everyone is LeBron James's friend. He is the nicest guy. He helps everyone.
Good guy.
He helps Pat McAfee. He helps Stephen A. Smith. He helps Brian Windhorst.
He helps his son.
He helps his son, who I don't know if you remember, got him a job playing basketball one time.
He's
the best.
The Stephen A. I could never be convinced it was a work.
It's okay.
The Lakers were down 10 in that game. Imagine being down 10 and you're like, oh yeah, I agreed on the deal. All right, I'll go do it. Madison Square Garden. You're like, all right, I know we're down 10, but I gotta go complete the deal.
The cameraman was the plant. I'm 100% in on this. This is Entertainment 101, and the guy that's about to own a production company, or does own one of the two.
He does. He owns one. Yeah, he owns like two.
When he tells this story in 2-3 years after retirement, and they have all this footage that we didn't know about, and his reaction.
Because when LeBron's Last Dance documentary comes
100%.
out, yeah,
I have an idea,
and I took that personally.
Give us the idea whenever we get back from the break. It's 2 minutes on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. We're live from the ballpark tomorrow. The boys are at the opening day of the Albuquerque Ice Doves. Come hang out with us. We're on the concourse. Bradford Eaton, the new Lobo head coach. We're very excited about that. If Eric Holman can join us, we will have he there with us. We'll talk a little bit about he. Also, I'd like to stop doing the introduction of new coaches every couple months. That'd be sweet.
We at least have one full season of not doing that.
Probably.
At the very least.
Isaiah Johnson was wrapping up a thought. Isaiah?
Yes. So since you're already in the creativity world
Yep.
and you're creating storylines and all these things,
Mm-hmm.
how come this is number one? I haven't seen it if it's been created.
Okay.
I think it'd do well here. You've got your arena footballs and all this stuff, but
Right.
it's if the team's not winning, it's not very easy to want to go to the games.
Yeah.
So why is there not a storyline league where everything is a storyline. Whoever wins is actually rigged, and it's not speculation like it is with the NFL. It is actually rigged.
Yep. Good
There
note.
is a storyline. There are players that involve players that beef with each other,
Yep.
coaches that hate each other.
So I got you.
You mean
So-
the league LeBron's going to start?
That'd be sweet. So first of all, what you've accidentally done, and this is not your fault, many people do this,
Oh, God.
is they put their core values
I'll
on
hit-
the understanding.
I'm hitting dumb.
So what, did you say a word you weren't supposed to?
No.
So no one cares about winning. I'll give you an example. The Albuquerque Ice Tips. They pack that thing out weeknights.
I've heard that
weekends.
stadium's the best in the whole.
It's the best.
Minor league
Yeah.
system?
And you know what they
it's-
don't do? Win often. And that's okay because they got it figured out. They got the fan experience figured out. They do a very good job. Now, outside of that thought, if we can agree that you can be entertained without winning, which I believe is true, there used to be this fabulous thing called roller derby, and it's exactly what you were talking about. And it was so sweet. And that's my next endeavor. My next endeavor here in town, after pro wrestling is established and self-sustaining, I'm going to create exactly what you just described, Isaiah, with roller derby. And I'm going to do the bank track, and I'm going to do the whole thing with storylines and beefs and predetermined outcomes and the whole deal. I'm on board with you, Isaiah. Like, let's do it. Let's make roller derby the business again.
Kansas City Bomber style.
Hey, what do you know about that? You don't know about that.
Come on, man.
The Arch City Roller Girls? That's what we're talking about right now?
Come on, man. You think I don't watch Derby Girl movies?
I mess with that.
Like,
Come
like
on.
when you think of like storyline sports, you think of Globetrotters, maybe Savannah Bananas. But
I think
you
of the
don't-
Minnesota Mean.
Okay, so I haven't heard of that one. That's a new one. I think it should be a bigger thing. Like, oh, this is rigged. This is rigged. All right, screw it. Let's make something that's actually
Yeah.
rigged. Since you guys think it's rigged and you're still watching, all right, so we might as well.
Are you
add,
talking about NWA New Mexico Duke City Championship Wrestling? Isaiah brings ladies to that. They're impressed.
Really? You brought a lady?
That's the business.
Whoa.
Well, she wasn't impressed with the wrestling. She was impressed with me.
She's very, very impressed.
With me. She
Yeah,
says-
yeah. She thinks Fred did a great job.
Dang,
Oh,
Zay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the play. I need to start taking
Yeah,
dates.
you get the rub.
DCCW.
I say I wrote a book on Isaiah. I'm his biggest fan. We both grew up in Illinois.
You understand every body language sign.
I do.
he has. Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
you're a Zay expert.
Let me help you off the curb, girl. What's that? Ripping darts? Hot girl.
Yeah, hot, smoking hot.
Good program today. Jake,
Well, thanks for having me on, Fred, and hi, Mom.
Isaiah back in the production studio.
Fun fact: I was going to go out to eat that night, but then I remembered there's Duke State Championship Wrestling, so I said, "U-turn. We're going to wrestling," and it was a great night.
Every night.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Live from the ballpark tomorrow. Schedule's weird the rest of the week. Mostly on till 6. Catch us when you can catch us. Podcast always available. Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.
Tune into the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.